Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as a lost control.
then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. Please, green screen, when I look over to my other monitor, please tell me you're good, and you are. I need to really start checking this stuff early. But how you guys all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Sorry about my voice, it's a little hoarse, but hopefully you guys aren't feeling hoarse at all. Hopefully everybody's having a good fucking day, man. Hopefully. Let's skip that one. Actually, I like this song better. How you guys all doing? What up? Alright, let me get through all of y'all. Floridian, Seavark, Edward, Ilias, Pandacake, Jamie Cook, Seavark, Bayukasha. Little Cran, how's it going? Beautiful. Luann. Is that everybody? Pro Glass. Got through as many of you guys as so in the chat. How you guys all doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good one. Hey, I don't know my name also. And CJ, my man, how you doing, my dude? Your mic is good. Green screen is good. You're a good fam. You sound cute. I'm sick of shit, but I'm doing great. Awesome, Seavark. Happy to hear that, man. Happy to hear that. EU55, Florian, my man. That was yesterday, my dude. I'm sorry to say today's the day for the NA boys. NA. Let's go. How y'all doing? I'm logging on NA right now. We're going to do some games where I participate, some. But afterwards, it's going to be spectator mode. Honestly, I was even thinking to just go in spectator mode from the start. Should I participate or should we just a spectator? Because I'm just not feeling all that 100%, dude. I was able to clock into some games with body count, by the way. Double Rogue, super fun. Clocked in a couple games with that bad boy. But then I was sitting there on the toilet while the stream was set up. I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm feverish. Because all day I've been having like heat flashes or some shit. Just randomly get hot. I'm like, oh my god, is somebody turn on the heater on the AC? I'll go over, it's good, it's all cool. I'm like, okay. I feel ha! While all of you guys are freezing, I'm over here feeling super fucking hot, dude. Let's go, boys. Logging on to World of Warcraft. I'm actually gonna keep my cam over here for now. Because honestly, I might just AFK some of these games. Yeah, I got a 300 Mythic 10 get 300? Pretty sure I mean 400 Mythic 10 Gale Color Boon, and the trigger that puts a bleed on a target from Dalaran lore. Nice. Nice. Gale Color is not the greatest trigger for rogues. It's awesome for assassination. Outside of that, I wouldn't ever want to use it as outlaw because I hate that positional thing. And for subtlety, I think it can be really good. You need to fix your fan. I have my fan way over there in Africa, chilling, trying to hit me, but the green screen, I need to get it in a place where you look, the cutoff, right? The cutoff. So I need to have it go a little further. As it is, it just covers that fan altogether. Nothing I can do about it, Kren. I'm just gonna keep being hot. Oh, it's hot. Dalaran, the heroic mustache, always looking good. I don't have it perfect, let's be honest. Like, let's just see all the imperfections of a mustache. I have like this part that's going good, but this right here just doesn't want to play nice. So then it just kind of flips over the lip. And I can never get it to grow in the right direction. Unless I put in wax. And maybe I just need more wax till I get it to go on the side. So I can kind of see my lip and I don't have to... Hello, how's it going? Whoa. So I don't have to eat food like this. I'm like drinking a soda. Cracking a cold one with the boys. I'm like a hummingbird. Trying to get the nectar from the flower or some shit. Alrighty, let's actually get in the game. This is getting disgusting. Alrighty, logging on. Do we just want to do this is the bare bones? Let's see if Blazer's on. Honestly, I'm like leaning myself over. I'm just leaning towards not even playing today. I just am trying to convince myself not to play today, so I'm not even gonna try. Mustache ASMR. Oh, you like that mustache ASMR? Can you hear it? I'm trying to move the mustache over the, okay. It doesn't work. Unless I take away all, like, because it has a noise gate. So it can get quiet, because I'm a loud motherfucker if you haven't noticed. I like to yell! For no reason at all. And I'm trying to, like, sweep it with my mustache. It's like the worst broom ever. Maybe that's what the first man to invent a broom. Maybe that's exactly what they did to invent a broom. They were just like, let me just fuck around. And I'm like, wow, it's actually capturing dust pretty well. That reminds me, what if I make a bigger version of that and sell it? Genius. Alrighty, let's go for some duels. Play a different class would be cool. I can try. Nothing, we're not hearing nothing. Yeah. Noise gate. It works too good. Play a different class? What class would I even play? Like a hunter? Well, if it's a hard, my chest hurts, panic egg. I'm glad you're having fun. I see your tank trinket from the new raid. It's Loki broken. I see the new tank trinket. Yeah, they nerfed it recently. Fuck off, cunt. I like your name, by the way. Are you Australian by any chance? I certainly hope you are to fit. What is going on in the green circle? Right here? It's just a lockstone. It's all well. Play Death Knight. Play DK? You want me to play Unholy Death Knight and spam Death Strikes all day while spamming Necrotics? I don't think you want me to do that. I'm not that good at it either. Big D, what are your thoughts on Mage Priest? Who does team? You know what? Me and Body Count actually just got obliterated by a Mage Priest right now. Frost Mage, Shadow Priest. We got obliterated by them. So it's funny enough that you say that. I'm actually surprised. I don't think it would work against like normal healer DPS comps all that well. Because if it's like a warrior running at the Shadow Priest, I feel like he's just gonna cut him through. But we played that poorly. We played that like poo. Grats? Wait. I still got a socket one above your squiz. Now, there was no need for me to mention that I got a socketed version of the same trinket that Squiz has. But I need to assert my dominance, boys. You know how it is. You know how it is. I need to assert my dominance. 5 sockets as is. Alrighty. I'm leading groups if you didn't see, hosting an alliance group. Can somebody host a horde group today for me? I don't feel like playing some games. Can someone host a horde group for me today? Wild Savage, what's up, man? How's it going? The spamming chain heals at me. This guy's looking at me. These guys know way. Oh, what? He said cookies. I guess he's calling for cookies. What's the Aria, Dal? Nothing amazing. Me and Body Count went up to 1752. I hosted a horde group. Perfect. So Boomer is gonna host the horde group. We're gonna have Blazer hosting the alliance group, and we're just gonna do some spectator duels tonight, boys. Okay? I do want to do more arena games, but me and Body Count went up to 1752, and then we slipped back down after a bit. We're still kind of trying to figure. We didn't win that a lot of games actually this week. 19 games played, only 7-1. We gotta improve on that. We have to improve on that. But it's the first time Body Count is playing like a double rogue play style. We made a few mistakes here and there, but we also got a nice fatty 5-buff burst combo, and that's where I felt like a fucking god and a fucking half. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, swapping over. We have these beautiful boys. This beautiful boys hosting the groups on the NA. We have an alliance and a horde group ready together. If you guys want to join any of these, let me show you how you do that. Let me show you real quick how you do that. Alright? As soon as I load in. Yeet. Okay, cool. This is how you do it. Hit I on your keyboard. If you're having a hard time, is this... You'll find the thing bottom right here. You go to player versus player. Pre-made groups. Custom. Find a group. Where's the group? 5v5. Enter. We got one for Horde and one for Alliance. If you guys want to make more than one, you're more than welcome to. If you want to make a group with a bunch of your friends and you want a real ID on NA, you're more than welcome to. And I'll just queue you guys against one another. Now, Boomer and Blazer are going to be looking for new people on NA. So if you guys haven't got to play, might be able to get the next one. Yeah, I'll play a different class would be cool. Bestum, I'll actually work and get another class together for duels, man. I was thinking a Shadow Priest. Just saying. Just saying. Or a Fire Mage. Just saying. We have too many survival hunters anyway. Alrighty. How the group's doing? Boomer got 4. Blazer got how many? I think Blazer... Oh wait, Blazer got 4. Boomer I think is full. Hey, oh man, what's up, Rune? I was certified. That's you. Oh, that's you. I didn't even realize. Thank God you added certified, because I would have had no idea. Beneficial. Yeah, Alliance Tournament competition. When we get 100k subs, how does that sound? Get me that 100k subs, boys. Just make it rain. Make the subs just rain all over my face. So once we get 100k subs, we're just gonna bust a fat nut with the party and do some 5-5 1-in-1 Alliance tournament competition of the gods, of the season, of the century, of the 8th Zing dynasty. And then we're giving away polio in a can. It'll be perfect. It'll be beautiful. You guys will love it. Just get me to 100k subs. You can have whatever you want. You can have the shirt off my back. Just get me to the 100k subs and we'll do it. How does that sound, huh? How does that sound? Hey, 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 hey. You are beautiful. Just wanted you to know that. Okay, TY. Okay, just tell him he's beautiful. Just to make sure another person's having a good day. We're gonna go back to actually, I feel like I should move to another place, but I just want to tell him, man, he's beautiful. All right, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Full on sub. Oh, big boy. Big plays. Invite spectator match. Boom. Nick 5. Let's go. Tell him his mom hates him. I could never. What I'll do is I'll tell his coworkers about it and let the gossip spread eventually. And he'll be so mesmerized, like, what the fuck? Why is everybody spreading so much garbage about me? And it'll be his co-workers too. Oh, can we buy more rogues, by the way? Willing to buy more rogues for the Horde team, by the way? It's all good. It's fine, Boomer. It's fine. I'm just joking, though. First game, you can get as many people as you want. We got a lot of rogues on the Alliance. On the Horde. On US is what I meant to say. Lots of rogues everywhere. You dirty, dirty rogues. You scoundrels, you. Of course, we got a lot of rogues on the US. The Outlaw spec has a gun. What'd you expect? Okay, let's get the duels going. I'm gonna get the audio up and running. Woo! Let's go. Alrighty, we're recording. Switch. What do we got? What do we got? Lots of yellow in here. Lots of yellow. We got Boomer playing some subtlety. Hunt Count. Oh, played some Beastmastery. Normac representing Outlaw. Quinn Rat. True Savage versus Binus. Gonna go shows his big Venus. Lindbeard. Hey, Beard looks clean. I don't know what you're talking about. We got Lufu as a Boomy. OP Sap. And we're gonna have the Rex. I'm gonna call him the Rex Story just because I can't read, okay, chat? I can't read. I'm gonna call him Rex Story. You know who I mean. Just the Rexio tier just messes with my head. It's gonna be both of these guys actually opening without stealth. What a nice, interesting duel. Boomer's gonna get the opener with a big old cheap shot after getting the dots onto Rexio tier. That's gonna be a big old DFA slamming down, but that's gonna be evasion out of Rexio tier. Evasion coming out of the Boomer as no, not evasion coming out of the Boomer. Shadow Step coming in for Rexio tier. Still able to stay with the Boomer for a little bit as Boomer getting dotted up. It's gonna be a blind coming out, trying to force out a trinket out of Rexio tier, but that's not gonna be Vendetta. Unless Boomer's gonna be able to catch himself a full reset. He's gonna get the dance rolling and everything. Cheap shot opener. Can you go for a big setup? Full kitty coming down to Boomer. It's gonna be chicken out of it. It's gonna be Cloak of Shadows and Vendetta rolling by Rexio tier. Boomer's gonna go for an evasion blind coming down. He has a Vendetta on him right now, but no dots. It's going to be a clean reset for Rexio tier. Can he get the blind with a lot of big damage? It's going to be corroding to cheap shot. Boomer doesn't have any way to get out of it. DR'd completely. Cloak of Shadows coming out for Boomer as the dots get up on him. Shadow Step coming in for Rexio tier. And boom, Kenny coming out for Boomer. Boomer could go for a reset. Big old DFA slamming down onto Rex. The Rexter. Rexter is actually getting dotted up fully. This duel could go. Boomer could go for a big one-shot setup. Tricky get a proc for Boomer right now as a big old defensive and stun coming down onto Rex. Big eviscerates back-to-back. Cheap shot coming down. Another eviscerate, but he has a heal going right now. Vanish and cheap shot coming down to Boomer. Actually trying to turn around. Big Envenoms and Rex actually able to eliminate Boomer. The big assassination play. He's running away from Normac. Can Normac catch a sap? He can. Gonna open up with a cheap shot. It's gonna be heavily DR'd. Kenny coming down to Normac and he's gonna trick it out of it. And gonna take him out with a single muck breath and run through. Oh boy, subtlety, dude. Subtlety versus Assassin. Assassin just wins it. Assassin wins it. It's gonna be Lindbeard. Both of these guys are outlaw rogues. He's gonna be a disarm early onto Lindbeard. He's gonna get a stun onto Normac. Normac is following up a stun onto Lind. Lind is gonna be able to trick it out of it with a big old killing spree to follow onto Normac. But Lind's beard health is actually low, and now a kill spree gonna turn around on him. Does have a parry rolling, and he's gonna hit it with a blind. No trick out available for the good old Lindbeard. Take the time while he's blind to clean off his beard. Get a nice little mustache comb, dude. Nice little beard comb out of the cheap shot opener. And it's going to be Normac trying to get a setup. Big trinket proc coming down for Lindbeard. Going to save him by a little bit, by a hair. Blind coming in to Normac. Needs to go for a big heal. Hopefully he's going double concoction. Actually, look at this, what he's doing right now. He's separating from Normac. Now they're going to go for a result duel. You don't want to be doing this as an outlaw or any rogue. If you get a blind on an enemy without a trinket, stay next to them. Get that sap. Lindbeard is going to pick up the eyes as Normac realizes it. He walked in front of Normac. He was so focused, like way out here, but Normac was right on his heel. Disarm coming down to Lindbeard early. Can build comp points with a list pistol shot. Stun coming down to Lind. He has nothing out of this and looks like he's going to go down to Normac. Normac is going to be able to take the first one. Sprinting out of this. Binus trying to make his way over. Binus rolling in with a very cool looking Alliance Mog. Got the fatty pay-to-win mount. Ooh, gonna best out of that. Gonna try to AoE Normac out. Not gonna happen. Normac is gonna hang out by the eye. Expecting Binus to pick it up. Wants to attack him with a 5% extra damage increase, if anything. What is this right there, actually? There's a crab over his body. No! Did Hunt Comp do this? He just put a crab next to him. Just for funsies, I guess. Pull your crab back. It's gonna get confusing, man. Pull your crab back. I'm gonna get confused. Normac is gonna open up and Binus. Reroll coming in. Decent buffs. Disarm coming in. Binus supposed to get a slow. Stun to follow. I would normally go for stun, then blind, but maybe he didn't have the calm points or the energy regen for a charge coming in for Binus as he's able to recover in health little by little. Stun coming in to Normac as he pops parry. So this is perfect for Binus. Trying to get the damage into Normac while the stun was available. Now he's going to hit with the killing spree. Trying to get the slows rolling onto Normac. Doesn't want to let him reset. Needs to go for a big heal. Leaping in there. Get a stunned up. Trinket coming out. Could he get blinded up right now? Binus actually in a really bad spot. He's going to go for massive heals. Normac has no way to parry this or to do it. He can't parry disarm or anything against this. Charge coming in by Binus, but he's getting blinded before he can get another heal off of that. Normac making sure to get the concoctions rolling, making sure he has the heals up and running. That's going to be Binus getting Normac out. Stun coming in, Trinket coming out of Binus into a Trinket for Binus. The Maledict burning Normac, actually DR'ing him on some of the heals. Big burst coming out, Binus to follow. Actually, the dampener ran out pretty quickly. Normac is going to manage bail out of there. It's going to go for a reset. Binus had a nice setup. Going to pick up the eyes, looking for the rogue again. I don't think Binus is out of the fight completely. Normac doesn't have parry for about a minute. Cloak shot is available, but it's not going to help him here. The disarm is going to be very, very interesting and very, very important here. Cheap shot stun lock combo is also going to be important. Oh, I randomize it back in mop. Yeah, I'm just going to call you Rex. That'll work out easier. I'm just going to do that. I'm more flash from the beard than the duel. What's up, Patrick? Congrats, you rolled your face on the keyboard in one. Ah, yeah, assassination definitely has advantage over subtlety. This song is so nice and relaxing. I'm not gonna use that. This song is also way too nice and relaxing. We need something hype. Ooh, that's hype. It is going to be a disarm onto Binus, trying to just AFK from the rogue. Could be a stun coming out of Normac to follow. He's going to get a charge heal in there. Binus making sure to snag that heal before this, but it's going to be a stun killing spree by Normac, trying to get the damage out. Full stun coming out onto the rogue. Binus is taking advantage of the stun to get a lot of damage out. Back into the rogue. Parry available for Normac if he's ever in a bad situation. Gouge to peel the warrior off of him for a second. Waiting now for CDs. Got a free calm point off of that. Stun coming in onto the Fury Ward to follow. Normac actually trying to bail. Oh, that was a charge onto the grapple hook. Parry coming in for Normac. Trying to deal with the warrior. Fury coming in for Binus though. Has a heal available if he needs it. Normek is just going to reroll the buffs. Did he get a decent buff? He got an okay-ish buff. Short stun coming in onto Binus. Normek might want to bail out of it. He's actually in the execute range. Stun coming in, leap coming out. Normek could be going down right now. Big old burst. She does get it procced out. Normek has a heal rolling. Does get a disarm onto Binus so he can't continue the damage rolling. That's going to be mad like the Trinket. Almost obliterates him. Blind coming in. Trinket out of Binus wants to end this rogue right now. Wants to finish him off. Normek is still running. Vanish coming in at the very end. Almost got executed right then and there. Binus must be pissed right now. He smells blood. He smells that there's a rogue in here. He's like, where's that little bitch? I'm gonna... Oh, no eyes are available. So Normek is going to be able to get a big reheal off of that. He's concoction rolling right now at 40% dampening. Getting a lot of value of it as we speak. Creating more vials as well. Did Binus pick up the eye? I did not get to see that. Sap coming in, gonna get out of it, stun on each other. Tricky coming out for Normek. Wants to get the big setup, is gonna pre-disarm Binus as he wants to go for a big heal. Does Normek have anything to deal with this charge coming in? Binus healed to full health and a single charge heal. Dropping Normek into the execute range again. Trying to slow him down right now. Normek has a heal rolling again. Short gouge into Binus, but both of these guys keeping each other slowed as best as possible. Looks like Normek has caught out into that big old execute. Binus takes it, letting out a big old roar. Expect another rogue right afterwards. Short of sap in a west. Binus wants to whirlwind the guy out. Is going to pick up eyes. Should see the rogue ahead of time. Should be able to charge him. Does see the rogue. Does he suspect him? Should have seen it. But I guess he was maybe LOS or something. True Savage dipping down as Binus looking for the guy. He knows he's here. He knows he saw him. He does see him around the corner. He's going to AoE him out. Not going to let the rogue get a cheap shot opener. Stun coming in. Going to get offensive with this rogue. Big old Dragon's Roar coming out. True Savage popping a parry early right now as Binus has some CDs rolling. They're just going to pistol shot him for a little bit. Binus is in a decent spot. Hasn't gotten stunned quite yet. Has a trinket available very, very soon. Trying to maintain this rogue in combat by using throw weapon. As True Savage is going to pistol shot him and run around the corner. Big leap coming out. Not going to be able to get a charge off of that leap. And True Savage is going to catch himself and open a restyle with a cheap shot onto Binus. Getting to roll the bones. What buff did he get? Good buff for sustain, actually. That's going to be Binus trying to get some damage back into the rogue. Stun coming in. That's going to be tricking out of True Savage as he gets hit with a mallet. Trying to turn around into Binus, but can he do it? No parry available. Disarm coming in onto Binus, though. True Savage doesn't have to worry about the dampener quite yet. Trying to grapple hook out of there, but True Savage is not going to be able to get out of that charge. This warrior is just countering these rogues right now. Stun coming into Binus, straight gets out of it immediately. Has a heal available very, very soon as we see Cloaker Shot is rolling on True Savage. He's going to drop into a fear. Binus is just trying to get himself enough of a setup. Blind coming in! What did Binus trinket? Why is the trinket so quick? Oh, the rogue is actually reopened up back on him. It's going to be full stun on True Savage and he's going to get executed. I don't know why True Savage went for a cheap shot after. I would have left. As Quinrad approaches Binus, he just puts his weapons back on a duel. This is going to be the hardest fight Binus had so far. All these rogues pose zero challenge for this man. But Quinrad is going to be a whole nother story. It's a paladin with Bop and Bubble and Shield of Vengeance at 30% dampening too, so it's going to be dampener for Binus. Gonna let Binus get a charge off in the opener as Binus is just trying to open up a can onto Quinrad, trying to get him out of his armor, trying to peel him. It's going to be a stun as Quinrad trying to get a heal, and Binus just continuing to pump damage while in rage. Quinrad's health is actually not looking all that good. Saving up his big defenses is going to be full stun into Binus with an execution sentence, I'm pretty sure. And Binus health is just going to completely obliterate out of it. Does get a commanding shot for a moment. Charge! Mid-charge getting spiked by Blades of Justice. That was no justice just now. That was not justice. It's going to be Lufu. Open her up with a Cyclone into a Boomkin form, trying to get some resources off the Solar Rats and just trying to run away. Lufu! If Lufu wins, I'll be so surprised, but this will be amazing. As the Paladin catches up, does have Shield of Vengeance ahead of time. Just wants to stay next to this Druid, but this Druid is getting completely driddled out with damage. Big Hodge coming out, trinkets out of it as Barkskin is rolling. Maledicte to follow, putting Lufu in a bad spot. Can't heal, and Quinrad is just pressuring him from here on out, continuing to pressure. Keeps hitting. Lufu's waiting out. The Necrotic just keeps running away from Quinn, just running from him. As his health gets in a really critical state, does get a slow into Quinrad with those thorns. Is going to catch a few regrows, but not in a good spot quite yet. Still power shifting out of those slows, still running. As Quinrad's trying to catch up. Luffy is just the fastest kitty cat in the West right now. What is this? Star Search coming out. As Hand of Freedom was up for Quinrad. Can Luffy turn this around right now, or is he just done? Trying to survive, but I don't think he can do anything, and does get hit. No, he didn't get a chance, dude. If it wasn't that high dampening, I think he would have had a chance. But it's going to be OP Sap onto Quinrad up next with a full kidney. Gonna get a mark for that venom in there. Lots of damage. Quinrad actually looking not all that good with all those deeps. Gonna bop out of it. Has a trinket, has bubble if necessary. OP Sap is trying to crawl over to him. Is gonna crawl on top of him. Gonna throw a knife to slow down Quinrad. He's gonna Hand of Freedom out of it. Not letting Quinrad get into re-heals right now, man. Not letting Quinrad get a re-heal. I'm gonna put him in a bad spot. Garrote coming out. Cheap shot to follow. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Quinrad's gonna trick it out of it immediately. Is he gonna go for... Oh! Sanctuary? Is that Sanct? Blessing of Sanctuary? Gonna go for a short wings right now onto OP Sap. OP Sap is gonna trick it out of it. Bubble coming out of Quinrad. Can OP Sap get out of it? Does have a vanish. Quinrad could go for the eyes at 45% dampening though. OP Sap has him, or at least OP Sap feels he does. Quinrad try to get an AoE into the rogue. It looks like Quinrad is done. This rogue assassination damage is too nuts. This is gonna be full mark for death. I think he's waiting out for a full kidney. Full kidney coming out into Garrote to follow. Gonna be a lot of damage coming onto Quinrad. Has a shield of vengeance. Is gonna be able to use it. No, OP Sap does take him out. Trying to get away from this hunter, which is the last man standing. Looks like a marksman hunter. Maybe? Ooh, freezing trap. He is a marksman hunter. Hit him with a big old sniper shot to follow. Probably rapid fire after. Aim shot. No! Evasion coming out for OP Sap. Able to dodge a good amount of damage from the hunter. The hunter needs to get the pet to engage. The pet needs to do some damage. Stunning the pet right now so that he can't use pet sack to survive this. Lots of damage going on to the hunter. Gonna go rapid fire onto OP Sap as OP Sap does get some LOS around. Needs to send the pet over at the rogue to keep him out in the open. The rogue is going to catch a restyle, does throw down a flare. This is going to be very, very interesting as this hunter. Can he come back, man? Or is OP Sap going to be OP? How Sap's that OP? I think he'll try to go for a camo, but he gets hit with it in the last moment. Uncount. You got it, man. Wait, that's body count. That's body count as in hunter. Sap on the pet. Freeze trap. Ooh. Give him body count. Give him the double tap rapid fire, dude. Double tap rapid fire. Does get a root onto OP Sap. Sniper shot. Gonna get rooted, and I guess he can get away into a scatter shot. Rapid fire to follow. OP Sap was rooted for just a second. Maledict trick coming down onto Sap, but that's gonna be a lot of damage onto Count. It looks like he's gonna die to the dots. No! I want to see a good hunter play, but dude, that was an awesome set of duels. Everybody gets to play there. That was awesome. What did we learn, chat? We learned that assassination rogues are busted. Busted, I say. Woo! Let's go, boys. Let's go. Name of the group, it's all going to be called 551 Duels. We're doing them today on NA. So if you guys want to join some of the EU ones, that's going to be Friday. Unless we just have too many EU boys looking for some duels. Please, Dal. Please, Papa Dal. My family needs a duel. We needs a duel to feed the kids. Then we might be generous and give some duels to the EU boys. But NA been waiting for some duels, boys. NA been waiting patiently. Super patiently. BFA, what is it? BFA EU or NA? US, that's what it is. 63, 5, 6, 66. Compared to EU, almost at 100. US only had 66. Let's get body count and Blazer for both Alliance and Horde to redo the groups. Get 2 new people. 2 new people, that's all I ask for. 2 new people that haven't dueled at all today, or ever. 2 new people. I want to rotate. 2 new, that's all. Crabshank. Yeah. That is an awesome trinket. Oh, that is an awesome toy. I think that's from Legion too, actually. All the good things came from Legion. Tell body to get Quinn. I want a 1-1 Quinrad. Boomer, if you can get Quinrad, you're more than welcome to. Got 5? Okay, cool. We went for Blazer. That's an item. Yeah, that's a pretty cool item. What's up, Red? How you doing, my man? Danny, what's up, dude? Dad, what's up, man? How you doing, guy? Feign dead the kidney. Ooh, that was pretty good. Yeah, get 99% deduction. That would be nuts. Yeah, Julius and the Mount was on. Oh, you'll never get on. What makes you a better player? Oh no. Yikes. Julia. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you do. Oh. I get some ointment. I'd ask your mom for a band-aid right now. Put it on your forehead. Me and Quinn will go first because he wants to. Okay, cool. Blazer, are you ready? Are you ready? Got 5. It's from Marina. Mega Man, what's up, man? How's it going? Здорово, здорово, ну чё? Здорово, здорово, русские in chat. Русские! Russians. The dirty, dirty Russians in chat. It's okay, I'm Russian, I can say that. Wait. Who's my spectator match? Nick, boom, 5. Let's go. Macedonia is Greek. Who? Okay, Macedonia. I have no idea. Party wins above combatant. P dot knew who. I don't know what P dot is. Is that vagina? Is that pussy? Pretty sure. I don't know why in the EU the word vagina is like, or pussy. I guess pussy makes sense. Maybe that's why. I think it was, no mind. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say anything. There we go. Septex, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Alrighty, gang. Alrighty. Welcome back to another. I saved that right? Yeah, I did. I know I did. What do we got this time? Switch. Here we go. We got Drain Life. Oh, drain me, baby, drain me. We're gonna have Boomer again as assassin thing this time. Drain Life, Killer. Oh, Killer King, Stony, and Zanish. Oh, this guy's new. Versus Binus, Ken Kishi. We got, oh, Draenei Booty. Look at that Draenei Booty with a tail. I like the horns out of that helmet. That looks amazing. Myth, Solar Power, and Your Shorty. I like that. Your Shorty sounds familiar for some reason. And it's going to be Stony versus Binus off the bat. Oh, it wasn't quite Quinrad, but it's going to be Binus versus Stony. Disarm coming down to Stony. Shield of Vengeance coming down. Binus needs to find a way to deal with this Paladin. Is going to run away. Stun coming down to Stony. Stony's going to trick it out of it. Fear to follow. He's just waiting now for that Shield of Vengeance and the wings. Is that big wings? It looks like it is long wings, maybe? It is. Because they're lasting quite a while. But he's going to wait out. Is he in stealth? Oh, he was in Shadow Meld for a second, wasn't he? Stony is still trying to get some value out of those wings. Charge coming in for Binus. Does have a Sparrow effect up and running. I guess expecting for Stony to Hodge. Hodge coming in right now as Binus triggers his Malady trinket onto Stony. Not going to be able to get the value off of it, as Necrotics is just kind of gone. Binus is trying to get himself a reheal. Big reheals coming down right now. Disarm coming in onto Stony. And Binus trying to pump some big deeps into Stony right now. That's going to be a bop coming out for Stony. I kind of like the last song. Can we go back to that? I liked it a lot too much, man. Wait, not this one. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I don't know why. Binus is not looking all that good on health, though. What can he do against a Paladin? It doesn't look like a warrior can do much. He's going to get a charge heal off of it. But that Hodge is probably going to put him in a bad spot. Does Stony get wings here? No, but he's still pumping some big numbers. At least not wings. And Binus is dropping himself in health. Stun coming into Stony. So he's just going to sit us on for a second. Can Binus get any kind of massive healing off of it? Doesn't look like it. He's going to have Spirit Reflect running a little bit early as he's popping some cooldowns. Disarm coming into Stony, but he can throw them hammers whether he's disarmed or not. Doesn't need a weapon to throw in a hammer out of his back pocket. What's up, bro? Puerto Rico, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good day, my dude. Winner, how you doing, my dude? We're going to have to switch my Azeroth trait. Had Treacherous Covenant. Oh, man. Oh, no. That's not a good one. That's not a good CJ. No. God, imagine doing Treacherous Covenant and doing PvP with it. It's going to be Ken. Ken popping already a trinket off the bat. Looking a little bit red. As Sony's just trying to line him a little bit. Kenshi is not running. Kenkishi is not running at him. Keisha. Get at him. Get him. I like your Mog, by the way, if anything, because duels haven't happened. Do these guys have exactly the same Mog? Yeah, they do. Look at that. Well, not all the part, but very, very similar. I think Stony has like the elite version. Stun coming in onto Kishi. It's gonna be Shield of Vengeance up right off the bat, and Stony's just gonna get a stun, or not a stun, but a slow onto Kishi. Trying to keep the Paladin slowed so he doesn't get the shield popping in his face. Sony's just gonna line it. Kishi is not getting offensive, not popping big mobility right there. Used the mobility early, I guess. It's not engaging though. He's waiting him out. He's not trying to run at him. So Sony is going to be able to get the first approach. Stun coming down to Sony with execution sentence. Kishi's getting a lot of resources back to back. Dropping Sony to about half health as Shield of Vengeance comes up. Sony actually gets himself a small heal. That's going to be eye for an eye. And Kishi's popping wings early. As Sony sees the wings, he just keeps running, man. This is where Kishi needs to get in there. Needs to go for some damage. Is that big wings? That is big wings too. Kishi's just burning daylights right now. It's a lot of damage value available, but is he going to go for a big setup? Doesn't look like it. He's trying to find a corner against Stony, but he's not committing to one corner. Full stun coming out of Stony as he waited out for that. Full wings coming in right now. Kishi doesn't have a defensive to deal with. Zista might be seeing a bubble coming out of Kishi as Stony's just massively just pumping deep. Chickens out of the Hodge. And Kishi goes down without even popping a defensive. Oh, no! Kishi! Didn't have to die like that. Sony's getting back in there. He got wings. He wants to get from the next person going. That's going to be Solar Power. Actually destroying Solar Power's health right now. Is Solar Power, is he going to go down right there? No! His health is so low. He's such a bad spot. He's trying to re-heal while dampening is not super high. Trying to go for a root onto Stony, but getting knocked out on nature. This is where his heals come from. Trying to power shift for a moment. Few instacast is thrown out at Stony. Thorn's coming down, but I think he's going to go down regardless. Somehow living every single time. Barely surviving, and Stony takes him out from a long... Just a eat with a big old hammer, getting wings off of that. And your Shorty's up next. Stun coming down to your Shorty. Triggers out of it immediately, and Shorty's popping some cooldowns into Stony. But Sony has big old Shield of Vengeance up and running right now. Gonna have to burst through it. Your Shorty just has all this damage going through that. Trying to survive this right now. Rehealing through Stony. Sony's still holding on to a bubble if he ever is in a bad spot. Fear coming down to the Paladin. Shorty trying to get himself a setup going. And a freedom coming up for Stony as Shorty is just continuing to truck along, man. He's still trucking. He's still pumping deeps. Trying to get Sony in a bad spot. Hodge coming down. Does Sony have short wings or anything from that? No, just going to get some damage into the Warrior. Stun coming in onto Stony. Is he going to take a lot of damage right now? Shorty's actually playing defensive. Going to get himself an early commanding shout rolling and a disarmament to Stony. Stony just going to run from it. Charge coming in. Going to be able to get one big heal off of the Paladin as dampening is starting to crawl in right now. Stony's going to go for big old wings though onto Shorty. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out. Trying to go for a Blade Storm. Stony can't really hodge it or anything. There's going to be bubble coming down, and Stony just obliterates him with a bit of more holy damage. And Myth is going up next. Can Myth do this? Hodge coming out into Stony. No bubble, no Bob. Bob coming up in a bit, though. Myth's got big damage going with wings. That's going to be Execution Sentence. Is going to trick it out of that stun. Can he eliminate Stony right now? Does have eye for an eye rolling and everything. Stony barely has any health, and Myth does take him out. The last man standing. The last Draenei standing. Into the next guy, though, right afterwards. Killer King is actually going to hit with a racial. That was actually a Lightforged Draenei racial, not a normal Draenei racial. That's holy power. Does that get beefed by wings? I'm pretty sure it used to. That's going to be Killer King versus Myth. Has so much... What is that? It's like fireworks are firing from under his shoulders. He just got like fireworks happening, like the metal when metal hits metal, sparks are flying. I think Killer is just going to overdrive, trying to catch up to this Paladin right now, trying to get some big damage. Short stun coming onto Myth to follow, and Killer's getting a big old army to help him out, beat this Paladin. As Myth is just trying to get away from this man, trying to get away. Gonna go for a short wings right now. Flash of lights are coming in with those wings. As Killer's just trying to find a way to deal with Myth. We do have the Mages of the Dead sitting on the side. Bob coming in for Myth, though. As Killer's getting hit with a Hodge, trick it out of immediately. Myth could go for some heals, but actually can get interrupted by the Death Knight through the Bob. Trying to not get interrupted on Holy. Myth is actually forced to go for a Death Pact AMS right now, as he wants to go for some big damage onto the pallet. Can he yoink him back down with a big old grip? Looks like he has a bit line of sighted or doesn't have it. Try to go for an interrupt. Didn't get the interrupt. And Myth can go for Flash of Lights back to back. Is going to be able to get a lot of healing. 50% dampening. Killer's health is not looking all that amazing. Trying to pop some massive cooldowns back into Myth right now. And Myth is actually not looking all that good. He's actually getting completely obliterated right now, but one heal is going to turn the tide of this duel for a bit. Trying to go for a random kick. Looks like Myth might go down, and Myth does go down to all those pets. Sony just came in. Bop, most of the team. Myth came in, only 2 people to play. Oh no! Oh no! That didn't work quite as the Alliance wanted. Sony just showed these guys. Okay, who you guys got all these paladins? Well, let me show you a real paladin. That's a Templar's Verdict, man. There's back-to-back Templar's Verdicts. Lots of damage from the Pala. GG's there. Alright, let's see if we can get 2 new people in, man. 2 new people. Ban Reds for a few games or the rest of the stream? We could, if Boomer is fine with not taking a few Reds for a little bit. Just so other classes have a chance. Because Reds are a little nutty. We got Queen Red, we got Stony. Both of these Reds are really strong for the Horde. Oh, yeah. Gives the best, gives my legs a shake if you know what I mean, Dal. Gives my legs a shake if you know what I mean. Julia, please. You gotta be a ladylike in this chat. Got 5 no Reds? Alright, Boomer got it, man. No Reds. Blazer, you better not get a ret in your system either, man. Better not. 67. Here we are. Here we are, boys! That was a voice crack. Don't worry about it. Dalaran, привет, bro! Отличного настроения и спасибо за позитив. Oh, thank you, Skindow. Большое спасибо, что пришел на стрим. Always happy to have you here, my man. Said thank you for being positive, which I'm super happy about. Tell Boom to add me so we don't have to whisper you. No, whisper me. But Boomer, if you want to add him, it's Nick #12806. That is Nick #12806. For the free premium number, call Nick #12806. Actually, pound. Nick #12806. Could I be on an infomercial, guys? I have the voice for it. Call Nick right now in order to receive your premium membership to World of Warcraft subscription just by calling the number of Nick #12806. That is NIC #12806. Call now. Да, будет сегодня нет, сегодня не в Европе, сегодня в Америке. Ну как вам? Северном NA. How do you say NA anymore? Сегодня в NA. MVP, my man. I would say unholy or nutty right now. Unholy all the way. MVP. How you doing, my man? Yo, can we get a #MVP in chat? Showing appreciation for the wonderful dono, my man. Appreciate you, my guy. Woo! Let's do a big at you, Bones, too. Hell yeah. Thank you for the bones, my man. Rate the mog we get in. I think you know Major's name. Oh, I will. I'm ready? Okay, cool. We got a group going, boys. Nick, boom, 5. Let's go. Get your kicks and stuns on point. Yep, get your kicks, get your stuns, get your blinds, get your gouges, get all these things on point. The Grand Arena! The Grand! I love me some the Grand. I might 110 boost the Death Knight. I made a warrior for years and I'm bored. Go for it, my man. They're really strong right now. Ooh, so strong. Boom, are you gonna play Outlaw for any of these? I'd love to see you play Outlaw. Ooh, look at these druids on the other team. We got Brock sucks? I thought it was Brobucks. But apparently Brock sucks. Who's Brock and why does he suck? And where can I meet him? What is his rates? Can I meet him behind a dumpster? Switch. Alright, who do we got? We got Boomer. He's kind of hidden. He's hiding. He's such a good rogue. He's hiding inside of anybody. Look at him, dude. You would never see him if you were looking for him. Playing some, I think, assassination or subtlety. We'll see. Drain life. Haven't got to play at all. Everleo. Ooh, I like the mog. I dig the hat. I like it. Killer. Making a comeback again. Zaynesh didn't even get to play last time. Versus Brock sucks. This man was more of an ash catching guy. Binus. Crispy Cream. Lufu. Ooh. He looks so funny as a human. And chemistry. Who's up first, boys? Looks like it's gonna be Binus again. On his big old Venus. Not a fan of that song. Versus Killer King GXF FM radio. Killer King GXF, the best news radio in all of LA. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. He's sparking up, boys. He's sparking up. Oh, he's going to the overdrive. He's going some big damage. Trying to catch up to Binus. Got the whole army rolling. And Binus is getting slows on the army of undead. He has to cleave through the army. This is like, my god, Lich King all over again. But the A-bomb is so slowed in the back, Binance haven't had to deal with it. Gonna get a disarm onto Killer King. Trying to get some damage while he's got it. Killer King has no way of dealing with this right now. Actually, in that execute phase, trying to go for a heal or something. Just didn't let him. He was like doing an animation lock. Not sure what happened. Did you see that? It was like he was trying to land a plane or something for a second. What just happened? But that was a big old execute by Binance into a stealth. Cataclysm coming out of Drain Life. Not even playing Affliction. He's just gonna not even drain your life. He's gonna obliterate your life with a big old Chaos Bolt. Into a CC by the pet. Drain Life could go for a big setup. Is gonna go popping for big cooldowns. Big Infernal coming down. Chaos Bolt to follow. Binance trying to find out what to do with it. Actually got a spell reflect off. Drain Life took some damage from that and getting interrupted on fire. Still can fire off a Chaos Bolt as he gets stunned up. Trick gets out of it immediately. Fear coming down. Binance is actually just CCing the hell out of Drain Life right now. Actually CCing him to full. Shadow Fury trying to come out. Is going to land it, but that's going to be malignated by Binance. Finally lets the Chaos Bolt fly. But Drain Life is still in the bad spot. Trying to get a Fear on to Drain. Not going to be able to. Cataclysm to follow. Gets out of that Cataclysm. Chaos Bolt to follow. Actually gets a Reflect again right now. Drain Life is an execute range. Oh my god, that's two people back to back. It's like a rogue with all that CC. Do you see that? Do you see that? My voice is cracking. That's going to be Boomer up next. What kind of spec is Boomer playing? Very hard to... Oh. Binance like, oh, I'm sorry. Just smacked him with a weapon on the head. I'm sorry. Is Fury viable in 3s? Yeah, Fury is viable MVP. I think Fury is viable in 3s. It can do well. Fury, no half sense, bro. Fury is pretty good. I want to find out what Boomer is playing. Is he playing good old Subtlety or Assassin? Looks like it is... Oh! Big old DFA. I guess expecting CC out of Binance, but a stun is going to lock him down for a bit. Can he get some setup? Disarm coming in. Is playing Subtlety. The hardest spec to play. Trying to get some common points onto Binance. Yeah, he's going to get a Nightblade in there. Cheap shot to follow. Trying to get a big setup onto Binance right now as he has the big heal rolling. And that's going to be evasion coming in for Boomer, so Binance can't get a single heal off of it. Continued with those Shadow Strikes right now. Trying to get the big executes. We're just walking right after Binance into a Vanish. Needs to go for a reset. Binance is going to go pick up the eyes. No mages on his team for now. This is going to be very interesting if he'll be able to do anything. Looks like Binance might be done for the count, at least for the time being. At least for now. It's going to be Nightblade into a cheap shot, blades and everything. That's going to be a full stun by Binance onto Boomer. Into a blind. Boomer's just trying to get himself a setup, man. Hasn't popped the dance yet. This boy ain't dancing quite yet. But he's going to run away behind the pillar. Needs to get the Nightblade onto Binance. Waiting out for the DRs, but he should be waiting for that stun by the Warrior. This is to go for a big setup, and he'll be good to go. As Binance is looking for the Rogue. Sap comes out. Is going to Berserker Rage out of it. Boomer's just going to wait it out for a little bit longer. Needs to get the common points onto Binance. Is going to be AoE coming out for Binance. The Boomer's going to get himself a setup going. Back-to-back visitors coming out to Binance. Supposed to end him right now. Back-to-back stuns. Lots to see. DFA to follow. Getting rid of that stun. If you DFA a CC... Mid DFA, you're not CCable. You metamorphose that. So you actually dodged that stun with a DFA. Like he got hit by the stun. But the effects of CC just don't happen. And that's going to be a nice setup by Boomer. First man down in the alliance. Brock sucks. Trying to go hang out by the eye. Wants to pick it up. It's going to be kind of hard for Boomer to deal with. It's going to go hang out by the wall. Is Brock going to send the pet out? As Unholy Death needs to always send the pet. The pet will sniff out the rogue for you. Is looking for him, but needs to send the pet out. Getting sapped up. Trick gets out of it. Is that adaptation? That's going to be a Nightblade setup under Brock sucks. Is going to Lichborn out of it as Boomer is trying to go for a setup. Is going to Trinket out of this though. Didn't commit too many cooldowns. Can go for another reset, but he had a really good common point setup from the pet with a Nightblade into Brock sucks with a cheap shot and full setup. Brock is just chasing after Boomer right now, just waiting him out. And he's trying to get that Nightblade. Is going to get that Nightblade full stun lock combo. This is an opportunity for Boomer to get the big setup. Big stun back to back into a death pack coming in for Brock. Vanish Glow coming out for Boomer. Trying to go dispatching this guy little by little. Trying to open up. Just get through his armor. Nightblade past it. Get a few backstabs, Shadow Strikes, eviscerates. And just reset over and over until his enemy does faint from all the damage coming out. But that's going to be a Lichborn up next. 100% out of Brock. Zap comes in, has to be running adaptation summon. Gonna open up on a pet, get the calm point so you can get the Nightblade into Brock. Stun coming onto Boomer though. Is not gonna be able to quite get the damage as Brock is just regenerating all that health. Full kitty coming down. It's gonna be Lichborn coming in for Brock. That's what Boomer just needs to understand that, okay, he's just gonna Lichborn some of this stuff. That's okay. Evasion coming down for Brock though. Where did the Army of the Dead go? Oh, the Army of the Dead is following Boomer. They're just all nice, neatly stacked up. Trying to hit the pet for a little bit after getting a blind into Brock. Gonna get calm points. Maybe even kill the pet in the process. Very, very close to. Actually does kill the pet. So Brock is not gonna have the pet stun available. Boomer needs to get in there, get a nice Nightblade in, and get it for a full setup. No Lichborn out of this one, no adaptation for a while. I think he's running adaptation at least. Cheap shot coming in. Brock could be in a really bad spot. Back-to-back stuns and Eviscerates coming out. Cheap shot, Eviscerate, cheap shot again. No Shadow Strikes coming out. Gets a short stun onto Boomer. Getting the pet out. It's going to be big Death Strikes to come out to follow.
Why on Earth there's so many shamans? I would like to see more.
Why aren't there so many shamans? Better look behind you. I don't know, man. There needs to be more. There's a lot on the EU. There's a lot on EU. Broxog is gonna go for a Lichborn. Yo, can we get a hashtag? Look, better look behind you. Look behind you. Show appreciation for the wonderful donor, my man. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dude. Can we get a hashtag? Better look behind you real quickly. While you're watching Boomer obliterate Brock sucks with a big old DFA as he gets stunned up at the end. Lived it though. That's another one down on his belt. Woo! The enhanced trashes arenas. Enhanced is not bad. Ass tickle about it, man. Ass tickle. But yeah, there needs to be more shamans, man. Better more shamans. Can we get a hashtag? Better look behind you. I'm sorry, I was trying to answer your message, man, but also trying to get the duel all set up. Trying to commentate through it for the video purposes at a later time. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube if I do. Sorry, it took me a second to say hashtag. I was thinking Boomer was gonna get a kill on Brock Sucks right then and there. Hashtag better look behind you, boys, if you haven't. Thank you so much, my man. Oh, BLBY, that works. It's gonna be Boomer versus Lufu. Lufu's sitting out in a bear form, sitting out for Boomer to get out of there. Thorns coming down. Boomer doesn't want to hit into those. Boomer basically just waiting for Lufu to swap out of forms. Is going to get out of the form. Going to get that Nightblade in there. Full kidney coming down. Want to force the chicken out of Lufu. As Lufu actually gets some back-to-back damage into Boomer. Getting cheap shot, but he's still moving. Cloak shot is coming out for Boomer right now. Lufu going back into bear form. Vanish coming in for Boomer. Luffy is going to come out. Going to go for obvious heal right now. And Boomer is going to get back in there. Going to get a Nightblade set up yet again. Faint and reset for a little bit longer. Needs to play the long game right now. A subtlety, he can go for a big burst setup, but he needs a little bit of CC and the calm points ahead of time in order to get the most value damage out of this. With a big old DFA to follow at the end. Just trying to wait out Lufu. Maybe he can get a sap on Lufu? If he can land a sap, this would be perfect. Is going to land a sap on the druid. If he has the calm points, he can go for a setup. It's going to be a Barskin coming out for Lufu though, with the thorns to follow. Barskin's early. We're just gonna bail out of there. He's gonna back away like my camera. He's gonna back as far as he can. Gonna open up on Lufu, get some calm points rolling. Maybe Lufu will get out of bear form. He's gonna find himself out of bear form. Cheap shot coming down. Lufu is gonna be in a bad spot. No thorns available. Back-to-back stun burst combo coming out of the Boomer right now though. Big old cheap shots. Back-to-back thorns available. Could Boomer go for a big old DFA to finish him off? Lufu barely has any health. Looks like Boomer might be able to take him out. Lufu barely has any health. Boomer does take him out in the end with all those cooldowns, Shadow Blades, and everything pumping. Shadow Blades pumping through his veins into the daggers, stinking those daggers into the druid. And Crispy is going to be up next, another druid for the slaughter. Another poor little lamb. We'll see if Boomer can take out this one though. That was a lot of cooldowns out of him. Opening up on Crispy. I think the only class that has a harder in duel. Subtlety Rogues have a pretty, I'd say pretty hard. But Boom is even harder. Bash coming onto Boomer, getting some insane damage. Insta-cast off the bat. Boomer not shrinking out of this one. Crispy is going to go for more insta-casts to follow. Boomer's just going to reset out of this. Cheap shot coming down onto Crispy, trying to force some cooldowns while doing some damage. Barskin coming down right now, which is good for Boomer to force some cooldowns currently. Crispy's trying to go for some big damage to follow. The Barskin available. Does have some setup. Trying to catch up after Boomer. Is he going to be able to blind coming out? Trying to force the Druid's Trinket, man. Trying to force the Druid's Trinket if he ever can. Reset, that's going to be full reset for Boomer. Blizzard bring resilience? Bring back resilience? If they did, I'll be okay. What's up, Nom? How you doing, my man? Demo luck only good if you're a guy with a big brain plays in demo. You gotta have a big penis too. Big penis. It's gonna be Boomer getting back at Crispy with a big old DFA, looking stylish. With an evasion, trying to make sure he doesn't get bashed up by the druid. The druid has found himself out of bear form, trying to go for some damage, but it's gonna be cheap shot by Boomer. Back to back, eviscerates coming down right now. Back to back damage, Tricky coming out on Crispy. As Boomer decided to just commit with some big damage. Disarm coming out right now. Cloak with shadows out of the disarm. Trying to get the shadow strikes in there. That's going to be Thorns out for Crispy for a moment. Vanish coming out for Boomer. Regrossi coming in for Crispy. Is he going to kick it? Nope. Wants to sap it. Wants to sap it really bad. Sapping it. Crispy still had a dot rolling, I think. Gonna go into cat form for a moment. He's actually in stealth. Without any dots. No, there's a dot. Or maybe he came out of stealth. Back into bear though. Bear versus Rogue, Boomkin versus Rogue. And Boomer does find Crispy into that south. 42% dampening. Crispy is taking back-to-back cheap shots, back-to-back eviscerates. Big old DFA to slam down. Gonna do some damage. Bash coming into Boomer. Trick us out of it immediately. Crispy trying to go for some counter damage. Disarm coming on to Boomer. Much needed. Regrowth trying to come out. Is gonna get interrupted. Can still kick without being able to stab. And the Rogue does go down. Boomer is gonna go for a reset. Last man left is Chemistry. Chemistry is the last one standing right now. Guys, is this an add-on for the shield when used defensive cooldown? No, this is not an add-on. It's just part of the spectator mode for World of Warcraft arenas that we're using. It doesn't normally happen. You see a shield when people are using defensive so you guys can see that there's a defensive going on. And there's a fire above people's names if they're popping cooldowns, so you guys can see if someone's popping cooldowns. Chemistry is going to be going over to Boomer. Boomer is popping up with a big old shadow blades off the bat. Big damage you can see into Chemistry, just getting synced in back to back into a DFA. Chemistry is going to drop down the counter strike totem. Boomer's going to eliminate that pretty quickly. Chemistry wants to go for a big setup onto Boomer. Stun totem coming down. Is Boomer going to get out of it? No, going to get stunned up. Chemistry could go for a big setup. No, actually not. Oh, big setup coming in now. Is he going to trick it out of it? Chick us out of it. Try to end Boomer right now into a big old Sunder. Dropping Boomer's health fairly quick. It's going to be evasion coming in for Boomer though. Chemistry is going to pop wall, Earthbind Totem to slow him down maybe, but Boomer's going to dip behind the other side of the pillar. Chemistry is trying to go for some heals. Wall burn. Can he do anything against Boomer? Boomer's just going to go building comp points behind the pillar. Going to get that Nightblade into Chemistry. If he has a dance charge of Shadow Dance, he could go for something. He's going to keep building comp points off of the pet for now actually. Maybe re-Nightblade onto Chemistry. X trying to come out. Cheap shot. Chemistry looks like he might be going down right here though. Back-to-back eviscerates. No, can't get back-to-back cheap shots though. Not quite. Vanish coming out early. Chemistry's trying to swap him out. No, not gonna be able to find him. Not quite yet. But I think Boomer has this one in the bag. The sap comes in, and I don't think the Chemistry can really do much about this from here on. Shadow Strike, Nightblade, Shadow Strike for Boomer. Has a full setup. Cheap shot coming out as Chemistry dips into Ghostful form. I was thinking maybe Chemistry might be able to get a heal out of it, but nothing. And Boomer takes it 5-0 after displaying some dominance out of a Subtlety Rogue. Very well played, Boomer. Very, very well played. Subtlety has a hard, man. Subtlety is just not that great. I feel like almost against majority of the specs that are better for those, like if it's a Feral, oh no, oh no. That's just not fun, dude. But good duel, everybody. Good duel. Let's get 2 new people. Boomer, if you want to drop on like a different class that you want to mess around with, man, more than welcome to. Or if you just want to play Assassin, Outlaw, up to you, my man. Up to you. It's 66, 7, 8, 68. We could break that 72 today with the US duels. Gotta go for a bit. Alright, body count. Sound good, my man. Well, I'm on an A. Ali, how do you get in? It's Urban Bear Trollbane, by the way. I'm also balanced. So if you guys want to join some of these duels, you're just popping in. Well, let me tell you. Let Papa Dal show you how it's done. Go to Group Finder at the bottom right. You'll see the Group Finder area right there. You know, here you have the Dungeons and Raids and PvP. Go to the PvP side. Go to Pre-Made Groups. Custom PvP. Find a group and look at 5v5. We got a group on NA Horde, NA Alliance. That is looking for new people. So anybody new, more than welcome. First come, first serve type of deal though, so you better sign up early. And every time the duels are over is the best time to start looking for this group. Just look at 5v5 in custom and you'll find it. Horde and Alliance. Let's go. Hee hee. Let me get a sip of soda. Ah. That was good. I'm a grown boy. I need to be doing that anyway. Is the Subtlety Rogue just that good as their player OP? Magic, I think a lot of Subtlety Rogues will tell you they're not quite as amazing as they were at the beginning of the expansion of BFA. So that rogue is pretty goddamn good. Boomer is a gladiator. He's actually really... He actually plays a lot of classes really well. And for Subtlety, it's really hard to do damage right now. You basically have to go in with full deeps. I'll play some kind of like a, I don't know. Play some kind of a, like a cheesy burst build or something. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep practicing up. I want to get better at it. Alright, Boomer, sounds good. Reporting for burping. Blazer, Boomer, let me know when you guys are ready. Got 5? Okay, waiting for Boomer. Waiting for the Horde. I'm going to try it again, but Ret the Bandit? Yeah, go for it, man. If you want to play Ret, more than welcome to. Just for one game, we made a decision not to do Reds, but I'm fine with a variety. I want to see some Shadow Pieces. I want to see some Mages. I'd love to see an Ellie Shaman. I want to see more Marksman Hunters, Beastmaster Hunters. I want to see classes we don't really see do well in duels. I want to see a good old Fire Mage again. Frost Mage would be amazing, because we've seen other mages, Arcane and Fire, do well, but not a Frost, though. Spectator, match, Nick, boom, 5. Let's go, boys. Me and Blazer are 1-1, so we're gonna go first. Alright, cool. It's gonna be Blazer versus Seawork off the bat. Bye, Dalaran. I'm gonna go form Darkshore. Sounds good, Red. Is it up right now on Alliance or something? Or in a Horde? That's awesome if it's up, man. I need to get it done. Major versus Warrior making predictions. I'm gonna lose 100%. Wait, Seawork, are you ever Leah versus Binus? Oh, this would be so good. This will be so good. I want to see this. I want to see this. Looks like Horde is they're down a man. Hopefully he'll come back. Nah, this song has too much vocals. I don't feel like listening to a guy talk. Oh, okay, they got a 5. Awesome. I was thinking we wouldn't have one. His name is Murda. That is so cool. I like this song. I like this. Alrighty, boys. Switch. Alright, who do we got? Who do we got? Boomer! We're gonna have Boomer playing some Subtlety Rogue. It's gonna be Everleah up first. We got Everleah versus Binus as the first duel of the weekend. Of the day. These people are just gonna 1v1. Binus getting ready on the mount. Both of these guys are walking each other with an honor duel. Fire Mage versus Fury Warrior, boys. Place your bets on which one is going to be the winner of today's duel. Place your bets, boys. Place your bets. Because we're going to be watching these guys closely. Everleah is going to mount up off the bat. Binus is going to be already at the middle area. Trying to get a charge in there. Going to dismount. Polymorph coming down early. And that's not going to be reflected. Greater Pyroblast opener for Everleah. Binus can still dip. Oh no! Trinkets and reflects it back at Everleah. Polymorph coming out again is going to land the poly. But he needs to wait it out. That's actually so good for Everleah right now. The fact that Binus doesn't have a trinket anymore. But Everleah is going to continue getting some insta-cast in there. It's going to be Greater Pyroblast. Could go for a stealth. Binus is going to Shadow Meld it at the very end. Breath coming out in his face. Gets a Breathman. Ring of Frost coming down. Fears it. Charges in. Actually, didn't even get to the Ring of Frost off the bat. It's actually going to be Polymorph onto Everleah. Good use. Very, very good use of Spell Reflect. Polymorph trying to come out is getting interrupted on Arcane. Is going to get hit with a Frosty spell. Stun coming into Everleah, who's going to trick it out of it. Big leap coming out for Binus so he doesn't get rooted. Polymorph finally coming down into Binus, and Everleah finally able to do some damage. You have the big setup. Is going to go for big combustion with a Meteor. Binus is going to take a lot of that damage, but he's going to go for mass heal off the bat. Everleah is going to get themselves going the temporal. Trying to blink out. Binus is going to have Sparrow Effect right now. Reflect the Furious cast at Everleah. Does get the shield back up and running. Is going to land the Polymorph again. It's going to be short though, and going to give Binus all the healing in the world. This is really bad. Everleah needs to find a way to get out of this one though. Let's see if Aru, does he have anything? Stealing some buffs from Binus though. Scorch trying to come out, but Binus is just obliterating damage through them. Just raging through. This might be an ice block out over Leo right now. In the execute range, no, waiting out. Oh no, that Mallet Trinket is going to make the cauterize bad. Oh no, that is really bad. Polymorph coming out onto Binus. Greater Pyroblast to follow. Does Everly have a bit set up? Is going to go for Ring of Frost, and that's going to be Binus getting hit with another Greater Pyro after this. Unless he can reflect it mid-air. Is going to get a charge in at Everly. Meteor to follow. Leaping on top of Binus. Breath coming out. How's a temporal rolling for a little bit? Can live it though. In the execute range, does get executed at the end. Binus takes that one. It takes it. And Murda is going up next to the Demon Warlock. This was reflected on Binus already. And Murda hits himself with a Demonology Aura. What is Demon Bolt? Yep, Demon Bolt. Gonna be Fear trying to come out into Binus. Fears out the Warlock instead. And Binus just trying to find some LOS right now for a moment. As Murda is trying to lag his way all the way over there. I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna follow Binus for a little bit, no matter the duel. As Murda is just trying to get some LOS onto Binus. Might want to go for a pet stun to get Binus low. That's going to be reflecting in for Binus. Reflecting some damage back to those imps at most. But didn't really get any crazy damage reflected on Murda. Charge coming in. Trying to get some heals off of the Warlock. Is going to go for some big setup damage with Dragon's Roar. Stun coming down into Binus. And that's going to be a fear for Murda. But Binus can get out of the fear. Stun coming in onto the Warlock. The Warlock is going to take a lot of damage right now. Trying to get away from Binus is going to port way out there. Spell Reflect is available. Damage Reflect is available. Healing available for Binus. But he's going to hit with a Horror Charge. Another heal coming out. Murda is trying to go for a big setup with all of his pets. That's going to be Demonic Tyrant getting sacrificing all those imps. And Binus actually should take a lot of damage from this Tyrant right now. Stun coming in into Fear to follow. And that Demonic Tyrant is just completely just destroying him with the spells. Maybe one more cast. No! Needed one more cast out of the Tyrant. Stun coming on to Murda in the execute range. Does go for a big Dragon's Roar. Binus is unstoppable. That Demonic Tyrant needed one more heal. That's going to be Pandemonium up next. Trying to eliminate Binus out of the competition. Trying to go for Fist of Fury. Binus is going to go for a Mallet Trinket actually right after this. Sun coming into Binus, but that's not crazy damage by Pandemonium quite yet. The Binus can maybe get at least a bit of a heal from time to time. Is going to break out of a charge heal. Dampener coming in for Pandemonium, so you can go for Dampen Harm. Karma coming out. Binus doesn't have any way to deal with this right now. As Zuen is just leaping next to him. Stun coming out into Pandemonium. Defensive with Chicken coming out for Panda. Big leap coming in for Binus. Is just trying to avoid Panda for a little bit with that Karma. Chagas Lust is going to get this monk moving. Going to get a root into Binus. Fist of Fury to follow. Binus continuing to get some slows onto Panda whenever he can. Can you go for a one more heal? Charge heal maybe? Charge heal comes in. Does get an interrupt onto Panda as well. If he can go for a big old stun onto Panda, he could actually eliminate him right now. It's going to go for a disarm with a reflect. It's going to be a Trinket available for Panda. And it goes in for a big old keg. Disarm does nothing against Pandaren monks or any monks in that matter. It's going to be Elixir going up next. Trinkets out of that Incap. Trying to get some damage. Grip back on the monk. Port coming in for the monkus. As Panda is going to the other side of the pillar. Trying to avoid the Pet's Bloodlust coming or Tiger's Lust coming out. Trying to go for a Vivify. Not getting interrupted. Stun coming in onto Elixir. Elixir is not going to IBF out of it. Panda's just trying to catch himself a little bit of a break with those Vivifies. Not all line of sight available for this map though. So we'll see if Panda gets resourceful at all. Trying to use the middle ground, middle tombstone as best as possible. Elixir is still getting a lot of value out of their damage though. That's going to Panda bailing out, Grin grouped up. Fist of Fury to parry some damage from Elixir. As Elixir is going to go for a death back. Not sure if he needed to use it right then and there, but Panda out of health completely, and that death call eliminates him. That's an awesome death animation, by the way. Not that I like watching pandas die, but I think it's just really expressive. Actually, I just sound like a psychopath. I'm going to stop now. Kunar getting stunned up at the beginning as Elixir just trying to give himself some breathing room. I just finished a duel. Let me get some breathing room early. IBF coming down before Quinrat even gets big cooldowns rolling. Flashlights coming out for Quinn. As Elixir just trying to find a way to deal with this. Does have the pet over there. As Quinn is trying to approach. But is doing some damage, dropping down Death and Decay early. And Elixir needs to go for big Death Strike play sometime. One, have a Trinket. No AMS. No defensives, actually. So Elixir is actually in a terrible spot right now. Didn't rotate his cooldowns at all for the last duel. It looks like he might just go down to the Mallet Trinket and not even burst out of Quinra. Just good sustained damage. Did pop a few necrotics. So that's going to be an interrupt out of element off the bat onto Quinrat. Just blinked in there. Interrupt the heal. Should have pushed in, I think. to get that strong offensive pressure. He's trying to blink around. But Quinrat is going to be allowed to get all the healing he needs. I would have blinked at Quinrat since he did interrupt him in Holy. That's a lot of healing you could prevent. But maybe Element will have it. Maybe that slow and timid play is going to pay off. Trying to keep his distance though. Doesn't want to push into Quinrat. Quinrat is actually getting slow from distance. Now Quinrat is the one pushing in with a Hand of Freedom. Element making sure to steal that. Trick is coming out and it's going to get a root into Quinrat. Quinrat has nowhere to go because no freedom anymore. Gonna take a lot of damage. Wait, whoa. Gonna take a lot of damage with an arcane missile to chase him as he gets behind the pillar. Flashing lights are gonna keep him alive. They'll keep him afloat. It's gonna be another arcane missile as he has continuing to stick to the tombstone, trying to draw Element into the tombstone. But just waiting for some of these cooldowns. Is actually gonna go for food right now. Element is mounting up, trying to get closer, right next to one another. All the thing that separates him is a small little pillar. Quinrat is gonna get some damage onto Element as Polymorph is gonna hit him. If Element could go for a big setup, as Element is just going to go for a spell steals. I keep swapping to the wrong guy, I'm so sorry. Element could go for big spell steals onto Quinrat while he had him. Arcane missiles are coming out as he blinking around. Quinrat is taking a little bit of damage right now. Just a little bit. As our Element just continues blinking around. It's going to be full Hodge wings. Element has no way to deal with this. Unless he goes for the ice block, is going to get himself a temporal roll. And Quinrat is trying to dispel it. Did he get the temporal off? I'm not sure. That's going to be Arcane Missiles out of Element as he's popping some cooldowns right now, though. Arcane Missiles to follow again. Might have to bubble this, actually. It's going to be Ice Block early out of Element, though. Can he interrupt Quinrat? Try to do that. Try to get that cheeky intro, but looks like Quinrat is going to be able to eliminate him, and he does. As Invis one out for Element. Try to get our Ice Block, interrupt him, not letting him bubble, but I should have... Whew. You got it next time, Element. I believe in you, my man. I believe in you, dude. Get at it with the Arcane Dream. It's gonna be Raven up next. It is gonna be Raven up next. I swear to God, I'm so sorry. I just keep messing up. I got butterfingers, man. I'm messing up my keybinds for like all these duels. This is gonna be Raven poking out, getting a few dots on Quinrat. Quinrat is just gonna approach him right now. Hodge coming out early. Does Quinrat have wings? No. Does have Maledict Trinket though. Putting Raven in a bad spot. That Maledict Trinket is gonna go for a lot of damage. Raven is actually dropping past half health, trying to go for Integral Roots, getting interrupted right afterwards. Raven trying to find a way to deal with this. Noah's just gonna die. Didn't pop a defensive. Bark Skin, no Patty Heal, no Wingcar, no Solar Beam. It's gonna be Cinderella up next. Cinderella's gonna show us how to Druid. Big Incarn coming down to Quinrat. Bop coming out immediately. As Cinderella trying to go for a big old nasty bite. Because it is a Bop, he is susceptible to any of the magic abilities. Cinderella poking out to make sure that he has a little bit of a Moonfire rolling. Re-stealth coming in, still has Incarn trying to get back at Quinrat, trying to get the damage rolling with big old bleeds. Stun coming out right now. Quinrat is going to go for a short wings. Trinket and Wall are going to be popped out for Cinderella to counter this damage. Still trying to go for some big setup onto Quinrat. Thorns are up. Quinrat is going to bail out of there with a Hand of Freedom. Pony up, Hand of Freedom. Flash of Lights coming out, and Cinderella is just chasing after him. Maybe Cinderella should go for a regrowth, and as soon as Cinderella decides, okay, you know what, I'm going to regrowth, Quinrat is the one getting offensive. Still has a Bubble Bop available, Trinket also available if ever needs it. Cinderella is just going to go for a big setup, get a finisher off, get a root onto Quinrat, keeping him at a distance. Cinderella just trying to get around, does some fair amount of health, won't have a Trinket Wall coming in right now. Pre-walling a lot of this damage, actually getting Quinrat very, very low in health. Quinrat is staying offensive right now. Cinderella has nowhere to go. He's out in the open. Full Hodge coming down. Wing. Cinderella looks like he might be going down right now. That's a lot of holy damage. Does get the Trinket to proc. The safety Trinket. Keeping him afloat. Cinderella popping Thorns. Quinrat can't really hit into that. Unless he wants to take damage. Shield of Vengeance coming down to protect himself for a little bit. Cinderella in a bad spot. Trying to power shift out of this. And Quinrat does take him out in the end. Oh my God. These palace. Very well played, boys. Very well played. What latency isn't 1,000s? Oh, is that what happened with the Druid? Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, you want to have decent, not even the greatest, decent internet in order to do this. Sorry about that, man. Hopefully it'll clear up on your end. Alrighty, let's get another one going. Remember, 2 new people. I want to see 2 new people. 2 new. Just 2. It's so easy. Just 2. 69. Looks like I said, Paladin a nerf. I don't know. I have a different opinion on that, Salmestrum. But I respect your opinion. Monkey said fine in 3s. I think they're okay. All these boomies today. Dude, we actually got boomies. We actually got boomies basic. So I'll just take that. Then we got boomies. Wings hurt? Yeah, wings are just... Yeah, wings hurt. Palace needs a buff. What is it? Why not above the people who need it? Why do they need to nerf? Look up loss aversion. Oh, Baron, you talk about like when it comes to balancing classes, just above the ones that are doing not that great, instead of nerfing the ones that are doing good. I agree with that theory. I've been saying that since ever, actually. They should just buff classes that are not doing all that great instead of nerfing the ones that are performing well or overperforming. I think it'd be a lot better. For them, it's probably easier though, because they balanced out all the classes to be at a low level, but they don't look at the outliers of high. Instead, they should make the outliers of high the new average and balance everybody down up, I guess. Because they could balance things for PvP and PvE separately, you know? So they could keep the classes how they are in PvE, right? But they could change it. But in PvP, they could be like beefed. You know, they could do simple things like 10% buff, 5% buff. Because for marksman hunters, they got a 10% buff recently, man, and they hurt now. That double rapid fire now hurts. I got a 5. I think he's got 5. Blazer, they got 5 actually. I think he gets his message from before. Dude needs a nerve? Nah. That was stupid autocorrect. Nah, you're good, man. You're good. What are your thoughts on the hunters at the moment? I actually got obliterated by a hunter earlier. Me and Bodycount were playing some PvP, some 2s, and we ran into this marksman hunter pally team, and that marksman hunter with a rapid fire, that hurts. If he's popping cooldowns and that's double tap, that rapid fire hurts. I have to gouge it or stun it or something. I have to CC it, so we need to get the damage off of us. I don't know if they're amazing or off the bat, just for that 10% buff, but they're pretty good. Survival Hunter has always been amazing though, since the beginning of the expansion. Beastmaster is kind of like, eh. I only think I've seen I think I've only seen one good Beastmaster Hunter, if you're looking at those. That's Nando. And, here's a couple names for his character. On EU. Bilbo Hunter. Bilbo is another good one on EU. I don't know, he hasn't been playing though. I've seen him a couple times on stream. But those are like the only two good Beastmaster Hunters that I've seen in a recent time. So maybe BM could use a buff? It's just not really a bursty spec. Well, not really all that bursty. It's more sustain heavy. It's for a lot different from Rogue. I kind of want to try Rogue. Who's better? I personally, well, it's really comes down to personal preference. Rogues, I think, have a bit better energy regeneration. Pharaohs don't really have that great of energy regen, and you're really dot heavy. While Assassination has dots, you're not really dot heavy. You know, your Venoms can still hit hard. I mean, your dots can hit hard, don't get me wrong. They're so different though. I say try Rogue. I think you might like it. You might like the energy regen. They're very similar, but also quite different. First of all, Rogues are better stealth than Pharaohs. Feral Prowl, like, if you try to prowl against mobs or in dungeons, that's the thing they'll see you. Rogue Stealth, you can literally be pressed up to their ass cheeks, feeling them up, and they won't know you're there. Alrighty, boys, let's get another one going. Switch! What do we got? We got Boomer on his team. We got Boomer. We got Everlia. We got Kung Lao, Pandemonium, and Rosette. Oh, playing some survival. I like. Versus Binus going up first. We got Crew, Cinderella, Myth, and Svanya. Oh, are you a Frost? He is a Frost. Oh, this is going to be interesting. We're going to have Binus up first. Who's it going up against? Is it Everly again? Are they having another go? Fire Mage versus Warrior? I think it is. I think it is Binus versus Everleah. Again, I like this. I like this. Let's go, boys. It is going to be Everleah trying to get some damage up on Binus. Going to get interrupted on the fire damage. Stun onto that Ring of Frost. It's going to be a root coming down to Binus really short. It's going to land him into that root. Going to leap over it though, as the Mallet Trinket going to do some damage to Everleah. Trying to go for a greater pyro against Binus. Looks like he's going to Shadow Meld it in a moment. He does. Scorch is trying to come out. Is actually interrupting him on fire damage. Not letting Everleah get any spell cast for deeps at all. And Binus is going to bail behind the pillar for just a quick moment. Oh, no. Binus is getting back in there. Trying to go on the approach. Everleah is not looking all that good. Does have a fair amount of health, but does have Invis though. That's his one advantage, is Invis. If he can get a polymorph into Binus with a big setup, he still should expect a reflect. No, he's actually going to go for some heals. He's actually going to go for food. Does Binus see this? He does. A little open up with a reflect in the opener. Is going to want to stop that Ring of Frost. Can't quite. Does get a stun into Everleah. Trink coming out of Everleah. Get him back into the ring. Binus is going to LOS it. Not the best setup, but better than nothing, I guess. That Ring of Frost though, it's going to be, oh, there's going to be a reflect 100%. Reflect coming out. Everleah canceling the Everleah canceling the greater pyro. It's going to be a breath as Meteor comes down. Everleah hasn't popped cooldowns. It's going to be arcane to protect him for a little bit. Gonna get some health back off of that. Scorch is coming out. Stun coming on to Everleah. Does he have a trinket? No, he doesn't. That's gonna be an opportunity for Binus to go for some big hams. Not going for big offensive damage quite yet. Polymorph is gonna land. Trinkets out of it immediately. Root coming out. Polymorph again. Can you get a reflect? Nope. Intro Ring of Frost. I think it's gonna be super DR'd. DR for days. Is gonna get a nice leap. Fear. Execute available to Everleah. Is gonna force out that. No, Everleah. There's nothing a mage can do against the warrior, it looks like. Nothing he can really do. Sitting in the ice block as his one form of defense. Does have a shield up and running, but that's going to be full stun by Binus in that execute range as Dragon Breath comes out. Can he land a polymorph? Does land a poly. Into a greater pyroblast. No, gonna go for Meteor instead with a big old crits. I don't know why he decided not to go for greater. I guess he was expecting maybe a reflect out of Binus, but those procs are doing some damage. Binus actually using Lock Hellstone to survive this a little bit. And his health is not looking all that terrible. Does get a free root onto Binus. Stun coming into Everleah. Does Everleah has any way out of it? Doesn't have a shield or nothing, and it's going to get executed again. Oh, Binus just knows exactly the buttons to press with Everleah. Knows exactly the abilities to use. Whether he's rotating for his stun, leap, fear, reflect, or even his racial. Doing really well with it, and it's going to be Binus getting locked down by Pandemonium for just a second with a touch of death rolling. There's going to be a lot of damage to Binus, dropping him actually very, very quickly in health. Going to get a Tiger's Lust ready. The Zuen is going to do a lot of damage. One of these images start attacking one of the enemy team. That's going to be Binus getting a quick charge heal off of Pandemonium. Has a heal available very, very soon. About 30 seconds on his own heal. Panda is going to port way out there. Going to go for Vivify. Binus could go for... doesn't have mage food, so can't really do much about that. Gonna be a big burst coming in for Binus. Stun coming in onto Panda. Panda's gonna trick it out of a disarmament to Binus. And Binus' cooldowns are going to waste. Maybe he'll get one or two more hits. No! Fear coming in onto Panda though. Off of that, that's gonna be a Ring of Peace. So Panda can get a free heal in there too. Panda's health is not looking all that amazing either. Binus and Panda are actually very, very close in health. And Binus is gonna get hit with a karma, leaping out of there. He's like, yeet, out of there. Trying to get slows into Panda whenever he approaches. Gonna go for a massive heal right now. Charge of the Panda. Big heal. Binus is back up to full. Running and kicking. That's going to be Panda desperately trying to shake him off. Big. Ooh. Safeguard Trinket being proc right now. That's one big defensive dampen horn coming down. But it's going to be a stun. But Binus, could you get a big old execute onto Panda? Trying to go for an execute. It does land it. Two people down. Who's up next? It is going to be Rosette. Trying to set some traps for Binus. Trying to set him up. Tricky going to be available for Binus though. Throwing some grenades. Freezing trap to follow him. Making sure Binus is dotted up. Another trinket to follow from there. Or another trap to follow from there. Rosetta's going to go for some cooldowns. Popping big coolies, actually. Stun coming onto Binus, but he's going to hide behind the barrel. Hide behind the box for a little bit. Rosetta's going to be forced to push off. Binus is just trying to avoid this as best as possible. Gets a stun into Rosette, hoping to force out a trinket out of him. While using Rosette's pets to heal. Did wait out the duel long enough so he can use another Warlock Hellstone at 3% dampening. Still able to truck, still able to do damage. Rosette is trying to bail away from Binus. It is going to be a nice... Oh, that looks awesome. Look, he's up in the air, dude. Only like one leg touching. That was cool. But a freezing trap, gonna get a root trap to follow. Binus is gonna land a fear onto Rosette. Rosette disengaging, trying to keep a distance from Binus whenever he can. But that stun is gonna lock him down in place. He's gonna go for a pet sack. Turtle shell to follow. He used to go for a heal. I would go for a heal right now if he could. I would go for a heal out in the open. I think just trying to get a trap into Binus is gonna get a tar trap. With the dot rolling, freezing trap to follow. Manic Bandit is coming out for the survival hunter. Yep. Binus health is not looking terrible. Does have a trinket, not 40 seconds or so, 50 seconds or so. Does have a heal available very, very soon. Gonna get a charge onto Rosette. Rosette is gonna go for big grenades at a distance with that stun, keeping range away from the warrior as best as possible. But Binus is gonna leap right on top of him. Big Dragon's Roar, dropping Rosette's health to about half. Mallet and trinket to follow, putting Rosette in a very uncomfortable situation. All he can do is root Binus. Maybe he can go for a camo. Is that what he's trying to do? He's just trying to wait it out. Manic Bandages not going to be able to continue Manic Bandage as he gets interrupted with damage. Throwing more grenades at Binus. Freezing trap. If Rosette can find himself full camo, that's like the only opportunity they have right now, because Binus is just trucking the damage along, man. Just trucking the damage. How did he just do damage? Was that just like the Ghost of Whirlwind's Past or something just now? Rosette just took damage out of nowhere. Pretty sure Binus is not a range class. Setting up traps as Binus walking through one of them. Has a trinket available. Is going to trinket. That's going to be a disengage by Rosette. Stun coming in. Big defensive by the Hunter. Trying to survive it. Safeguard trinket coming out. That could be big cooldowns for Rosette onto Binus since he doesn't have a trinket. Since he did trinket the freezing trap. But Rosette is still playing the long game. Binus trying to approach, interrupting that heal. Has Rosette in the execute range. Is he going to be able to finish a big heal coming out of Rosette? 60% dampening. Binus continues to truck the damage. Gets a nice charge. Rosette needs to find a way to deal with this. Nope. Execute coming down onto the Hunter. Who's up next? It looks like it's going to be a Boomer. Continuing to play up a subtlety rogue. And Binus is going to give him the full honor duel here and everything. Look at these boys. Look at these boys. There we go, man. There we go. Boomer is going to open up with a big old DFA, trying to avoid the stun of Binus, but Binus expected it. Delaying his stun. There's going to be some damage into Boomer. Boomer already seen himself at about half health. Might want to go for evasion. Try to go for some stun back-to-back into Binus, but Binus is going to burn his one big defensive. Not going to get a heal off of it unless he can catch up to Boomer. No, Shadow Step and past him. Boomer just juked him out right then and there as Binus wanted greedily that heal and that charge. Try to get another heal. Blind coming into Binus to keep him out in the open. Binus could be trying to AoE for Boomer. Could go for another Lock Hellstone if he has one. He does have a Warlock on his team. There's going to be a sap by Boomer. Binus is just trying to whirlwind him out if he can. If you can. Can you find them though? No sap coming in. Boomer is opening up with some Shadow Blades. Big burst coming into Binus. No defensive available this time. Back-to-back Eviscerates to sinking into the skin. Back-to-back cheap shots are locking him out. Try to go for a fear onto Boomer mid-DFA, so that didn't work. Is going to go for a massive heal right now. Binus still surviving. Boomer hasn't popped defenses quite yet. Trinket out of a stun from Binus. Binus is still hanging in there somehow. After Boomer's big burst. Boomer just can't quite finish. It's subtle to rogue life, man. That's a subtle to rogue life. You only got burst. And going up against a warrior with full plate gear, that's a lot of physical damage just not going to go through him. This is going to be Binus getting resapped up. Boomer's trying to get himself a setup going. He's going to go for back-to-back cheap shots. Mallet to trick it out to Boomer with that stun. Binus trying to end Boomer with a big old charge to follow. Trying to maintain his health. Boomer is going to go for a Shadow Step. Juke it out Binus yet again. Can he leap in there? Is going to keep the rogue in combat with a throw weapon. If he has a leap on top of him, he could find him. Trying to AoE him out. Hitting Kung Lao. Kung Lao is just going to bail to the side. What a nice guy. Boomer versus Binus. 30% dampening. Does get a Nightblade in. That's going to be Boomer trying to go again for another setup. Big burst coming in. Big damage coming in. Big DFA to follow. Dodging that stun with a DFA. Binus barely has any health. He's leaping right on top of Boomer. Boomer is going to go for evasion. Binus can't heal off of him. Boomer's trying to stay on this guy. Barely any health. And no! Binus goes down and Boomer takes him out. Hard-fought battle. Looks like it's going to be Cinderella up next. Yep. Looks like it's going to be Cinderella. Letting Boomer get a full reset. Honor duel and everything. Look at that. I like that. I like that mog. Kren, what do you think of that mog? I personally like it. I know Kren is a big old mog person. Give me Cinderella and Boomer looking for each other. This is an opportunity for Boomer to maybe get an opener on Cinderella. A subtlety roll can technically beat a Feral. It's going to be really hard and you have to have the right trinkets to make it happen though. But maybe. But maybe. Maybe. I believe though. I believe. It could be going for the eyes. I don't like that song. I'm not a fan of this one either. It's like very spooky. It was released during Halloween-ish time. You guys don't mind it, do you? Turning up the music midway. You stream every day, real live streams panic. We try to stream every day except for Thursday. Ooh, it is going to be a sap opener by Boomer onto Cinderella. It's trying to get the dots running, but Cinderella's just going to dip into bear form. So Boomer is kind of just forced to have to reset. Cinderella back in cat form. Could Boomer get on him? Does Thorn still for a little bit. Trying to run. Is going to get a cheap shot opener. Cinderella's going to take a lot of damage while in cat form. Going to be punished for it. Back-to-back eviscerates are flying with a big old DFA. Pre-walling a lot of this damage. Boomer's going to vanish out of there. Does Boomer even have a dot? Cinderella is going to get a regrowth rolling. Trying to go for regrowth. Yeah, he's going to start recovering health little by little. Is going to catch a resell too. That's so much damage by Boomer, dude. That is so much damage by Boomer. Why doesn't Sin just go and bear from him? He's a feral. I kind of like the stealthy duel though. I like the stealth duels. Because if Cinderella can find Boomer, it'll be really good. But he is exposing himself, which makes it a little bit more interesting. Boomer and Sin are still looking for one of the Cinderella. Smells his rogue, smells his butt cheeks. Cinderella literally put his nose in Boomer's undead butt cheek. And took a good old whiff and didn't smell anything. Clean underwear. That's all it smell. Boomer got them Heinz underwear, dude. Hanes underwear. Calvin Klein's. Boomer trying to get the Night Blade set up going before Cinderella goes into cat form. Thorns are going to be a thorn in Boomer's side. Trying to continue getting common points. Trying to avoid Cinderella for a little bit so he can get his setup going. As the thorns are about to fall off, that's going to be rude. Cloak Shot is coming out. Does get a real Night Blade onto Cinderella. Going to go for a big setup. Cinderella's going to trick it out of it. Wallace. That's going to be Boomer with evasion, trying to pump damage into Cinderella. Cinderella cannot get the bite on him at all. Trying to get bites back to back. Blind coming in. Can Boomer do this? If Boomer has Shadow Blades. If he has Shadow Blades, he could honestly do this. Sap coming in. It's going to be one chance opportunity for Boomer right now. One chance opportunity just to get the Night Blade. Cinderella popping into bear form. No, that's not what you wanted him to do, but not quite. Nothing you can do about it. Big old DFA to fall, and Cinderella is just going to be able to bear a lot of the damage. This is where Subtlety wants to catch the Feral in Feral form rather than bear. That's going to be a reopener by Cinderella onto Boomer. As Boomer's forced to deal with those bleeds, and that's going to be such... The Safeguard Trinket just completely burnt out so quick with his dampening. That Safeguard Trinket gave a nice shield, but burnt out so quickly, and it's going to be Kung Lao up next versus Cinderella. 54% dampening. Cinderella doesn't have a trinket, only one wall up, no incarn available. So Kung Lao is trying to find the Feral. He's going to go picking up the eyes. It's all up to you, my man. Yo, I just got to burn through Cinderella, a Paladin, and a Frost Death Knight, and a Destro Warlock. What could go wrong as a monk? He's going to go for a big touch of death stun opener onto Cinderella. Cinderella is going to be able to dampen a lot of this damage with wall. Is Kung Lao going to go for fall with a Fist of Fury, maybe? Cinderella barely took damage. That's not even a pun. Barely took damage with a touch of death. Drinking coming out for Kung Lao with a Fist of Fury with those images as thorns come out. Trying to use the Fist of Fury against Kung Lao. Kung Lao is going to port back with a Zuwen, trying to walk over to Cinderella, making his way slowly over there. Kung Lao's health is not doing all that amazing. Skull Bash coming in by Cinderella, while coming in for Kung Lao with a Shadow Pen Dragon Gun. What is that? He's using like a Elon Musk Tesla flamethrower right now. What is this? That's going to be a bear charge by Cinderella to get a run into Kung Lao. Does get all of his images up and running. Is trying to take his lust around Cinderella. Cinderella is caught in a really bad spot though. Safeguard Trinket coming down, and Kung Lao is continuing to pummel pressure. Fist of Fury to fall. Cinderella is locked out. Can't quite go anywhere. Going to cat form to try to do maybe some damage, but I think he might be going down right now in a little bit. Bear form. Sliver of health left. Kung Lao is trying to do what he can to end him. Thorns are coming out. Is going to be able to eliminate him. And that was it for Cinderella. Kung Lao is trying to find a way to deal with a 63% dampening. He's also doing nothing as Crew is trying to get in there as a Void Elf. Using the Void Elf ritual to get nearby, dropping down the Infernal. That Infernal is going to do so much damage just if it connects with Kung Lao. Gonna get him into Horror Effect, emulates to follow. Wall, available stun, and Karma coming out for Kung Lao, trying to Chaos Bolt into the Karma. Is he gonna burn through that Karma right now? I think he actually is gonna burn through that Karma immediately with one Chaos Bolt. Oh my god. Woo! Goddamn! Binus played that well. Cinderella and Boomer played that well. Kung Lao played it to the very bitter end. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Woo! Goddamn, boys. Goddamn! I like it. Let's get another one going. Let's get another one. Next one might be our last one, though. Depends how long it will take. Depends how long the duel goes. So get the best of the best. The cream of the crop. Actually, no. Continue doing what we were doing with 2 new people. I like that. But if you want to get some people that already get to play, more than welcome to. Up to you. Choose whatever looks like a fun duel, man. That's going to be 70. On, oh, no, wrong one. Whoa. Okay, good. I accidentally did EU rather than US. That's going to be 70 for US. Almost overwrote one of the EU ones. Although I probably could have overwrote it. I just would have lost it. But the one for 70 for EU, chances are that's probably out of the video. I usually try to add these like let's say we do it on Friday for EU. By next Friday, I have all the EU ones edited out. I usually will go through it on the next day, pick out which ones I like, which ones I didn't think overall are great, take the best of the duels, and put them to the left side, take the worst, put them to the right, see how many I have in the best. If I have a lot, I'll probably end up cutting half of them, only take the cream of the crop. If I feel lazy, I'll go for some of the not the greatest ones and put that out as a video, but I try not to. Just sometimes I don't have a lot of time. Only one more. It's 6:30. You'll be surprised how fast these go, or how slow they take. Let me join this deal, Tyler. More than welcome to, man. Y'all are more than welcome to. Tell my chicks to do better. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Be like, do better. No, what would help is telling them what he could improve upon. Which I'll take the first step. My chicks, I feel like getting into melee with a stun lock combo, like if you know the enemy doesn't have a trinket, playing defensively and stunning them while throwing grenades is all nice and dandy. But unless you got that Eagle Mongoose Bites from a distance, which you can do without stun, just after somebody's chasing after him. When you get a stun, you need to get in there, you need to get them auto attacks hit. I know you're putting yourself in a bad situation after they get a stun, but this is where you run afterwards and then disengage and all that. So I feel you need to get up in melee. Just saying, just do better. Just do better. Just heal more, forehead. That doesn't help nobody. We're all trying to improve, boys. Now, can me and Blazer do 1v1 after this duel? Sure. Except Blazer's gonna lose all of those. Warrior versus Paladin? Are you kidding me? Got 5 already. Okay, good. Here we go. Next one. No one wants to see that Quinn Rat. I just don't think a warrior can do much against a paladin. Like, even if it was the greatest fucking warrior in the world, and the paladin played only with half a brain, I still don't think a warrior could do much. I don't know if that would work all that well. You know what I mean? Yeah, any tips on gearing? 295. Do world quests. Run normal dungeons for 340s. Run heroics for 355s. Do mythic zeros for Azeroth gear. Warfront whenever that's up. Do rares, all the rares on the Warfront if you're trying to gear quickly, if your faction controls it. That's about it. Try to get it once you get better gear, try to see if you can get into keys, like mythic plus keys. Try to get a 10 done every week or so. Alrighty, boys, who do we got? Let's see, let me see these boys, let me look at them. Switch, let me look at them. We got Boomer's team. We got good old Quinn Rat, Rosette hiding, kind of. We got Sarok. Oh, 3K. Oh, 3K. I remember you. Me and you dueled before. I'm glad this guy's getting a chance. And he goes first. Oh, Boomkin. We got Binus. We got Cyrus. We're going to call him Seriously. Myth. We got Savannah, didn't get to play last time. And it's going to be Rex. Rex versus 3K. 3K is running up as a boomy. Big old chicken. They look so fucking funny, dude. Look at that. Just me. I love the way they look, dude. I love the way they look. Walked up next to each other. I guess did a little bit of bow. And then just running away. 3K is going to dip into stealth. Looking for the rogue. Is going to catch him out on the AoE. Rex is going to play an assassination, though. So he's going to be able to get that garrote. 3K jumping into bear form immediately. And that's going to be a bar skin. Rex hasn't even popped massive cooldowns quite yet. But it's going to be a bash coming in. And 3K wants to go for some big damage while he has Rex out in the middle. Rex is going to sprint away to the other side of the pillar. At least 3K does have some dots rolling on him. Could go for a Starfall if he wants to. Could go for a big reset. Gonna go for a regrow. Sap coming in by the rogue. Has dots on him rolling though. Could go for a oh no, not gonna go for a garrote. Gonna go for a full K to 3K's health to just get obliterated right now. Cloak Shot is coming in for Rex. 3K needs to find a way to deal with this. Gonna go for Half Moon. Try to go for Cyclone. Can still go for Arcane. No! Rex just obliterated him on damage alone though. Cloak of Shadows and just sank his daggers into him with a big ol' vendetta. That wasn't even fair, dude. That wasn't even fair. 3K, sorry about that, man. Hopefully next time 3K gets to go against a class that maybe he can like do something about it, like Svanya. Frost, Death Knight versus Boomkin. I would think both of those guys have a chance. It's going to be an opener by Rex onto Quinrat. Quinrat is actually going to just cover himself with that Sanctuary buff. Is that Blessing of Sanctuary? Is that what it is? The one that reduces, or it's basically either a trinket for the secondary party, or it reduces the next stun or CCC. Gonna try to cast a flashlight into heal into Rex's face. Try to cast a flashlight. What are we even talking about? Rex, if you kick that heal, that would have been it, dude. Kick, Marfbeth, Envenom, big burst into Quinrat. Cheap shot opener. Quinrat might have to be forced to pop a defensive here. Gonna go for Chill the Vengeance. I knew it. As Quinrat is trying to get himself a setup onto Rex. Rex is gonna have a trinket for this. Big Shield of Vengeance popping off. Quinrat is gonna go for a bop. Rex could go for a big. I think Rex could actually go through with an Envenom through the bop. Quinrat is gonna get some damage into Rex. Gonna get him into hot trinket coming out. Rex barely has any health, and Quinrat is gonna take him out with a big old AoE though. That's gonna be Binus going up next, trying to execute Quinrat. Does he have anything? It is gonna go down. While Forbearance is up, and this warrior is getting a nice big old teabag into Quinrat. I'll allow it. I will allow it. Oh, mostly because warriors in like a true duel 1v1 situation versus a paladin, you don't stand a chance, man. You don't stand a chance, you know? Alrighty, boys. Binus versus Rosette. This is a duel again. Rosette. We talked about this. You gotta get in there, man. You gotta get the melee swings in there. Make that proud. You hear me? Or keep the warrior out in the middle. He's gonna start with a camo to make sure he gets the full opener onto Binus. Very well. Gonna sneak around over to Binus. Binus needs to find himself a good angle that he'll be happy with. That's a pretty decent angle though. Nope, that's a bad angle. He's gonna start with a stun onto Binus. Get him the dot set up and everything. Rosette is popping some cooldowns, trying to get some damage into Binus. That's gonna be fear to separate these two. Binus actually separating himself from Rosette after he took so much damage in the opener. Rosette needs to get the pet back in there. It's chasing after Binus. Binus is going to get a stun. Rosette could go for a trinket. No, not going to. Binus is playing very defensive right now still. Just using the pet to heal off of. And this is where Rosette could pull the pet back. Is going to pull the pet back, but Binus has him slowed already. Gonna snag a few heals off of it regardless. Rosette is going to throw in a trap. Binus is going to go a long way around it. The dots are going to be reapplied. Grenade's going to throw in. He's still healing through the pets. Freezing trap coming down. Rosette is going to be able to get a nice opener on him with that root. Dot coming in. Rosette could go for a setup. He's going to get himself a defensive early. Binus is going to charge right into it. Going to get some damage off of that. Into a big old Dragon's Roar. Continuing to run after Rosette. Leaps right on top of his head. Keeping him slowed down. Trying to get the damage in. Trying to get the auto attacks in. Big heal coming in for Binus right now. This is where Rosette could put him on eyes. Doesn't have a defensive. Does have a stun. Tricky coming out for Binus immediately. With big old cooldowns onto Rosette. Big cooldowns popping with a Maladin trinket. And has to go for a Manning bandage right now. The pet is just going to get obliterated by... Oh, as Binus tries to go for some big cooldowns right now. Big old damage. Not quite enough to take out Rosette. Rosette could go for a full camo and is going to camo out. Binus is going to be forced to pick up the eye. This is such a close duel with Binus and Rosette. He just knows what these hunters do, man. He's just playing a little warrior, but he knows what these guys do. Does get eaten with a root, is gonna stun onto Rosette. Can't quite catch up to Rosette though. Should have probably waited with that stun for a little bit. But expecting another trap. Is running a long way around that trap. We're just putting Rosette hard in a bad situation. Gonna get a root early. Gonna hit the pet for a little bit just to get a bit of a heal. Grenades are getting thrown as Rosette and Binus connect. They're throwing out melee damage at each other. Rosette does have the range buff for like a little bit. You can go for some range. Mungus bites, but being in melee with Binus is a bad situation. Safeguard shrink coming down. Stun coming onto Binus. His health is dropping down very, very quickly. Could go for a massive heal maybe, but does go down. Rosette does turn around onto this warrior. Very well done, Rosette. Very well done. Told you gotta get a melee. I told you gotta get a melee. Svanya is going up next as a Frost Death Knight. Oh, look at that gear. That looks so cool. I never actually seen the full Mog for the Dwarven Heritage Armor. That looks amazing. I also like the weapons you added. I feel like they fit. That looks awesome. It's a little smaller because Dwarves themselves are small, so you don't really get to see the full set of armor. But I think it was great. Svanya is trying to get on Rosette, trying to get the damage rolling. Does get a stun onto Rosette with a big old dragon setup. Gonna go for a big setup with damage. Lichborn coming out right now to get as many defensive abilities up and running. Rosette is doing in a bad spot right now in terms of all the damage rolling in. And the Death Knight just has a truck and power. He's getting gripped up as he goes for a disengage. Rosette is setting up traps for the Death Knight. AMS coming down for Svanya though as he's gonna walk through all the freezing trap. Nope, that was a tar trap. Is a freezing trap still available? There's going to be mending bandages available for Rosette, and Svanya is trying to stop it as best as possible. Stops it, but can't get it down to Rosette. Rosette should be able to go for a full camo setup if they wanna. Svanya getting hit with a stun, but pulling the pet back right afterwards. Svanya could go. I like the board too. I feel like the dwarf and the boar, it has like a Lord of the Rings like a feeling to it. Yeah, this gear looks more like Lord of the Rings if anything, actually. Just me? Svanya has a workout out for him, man. He's got a mount and he's got a hunter with all these traps that he's setting up ahead of time. Rosette catching camo for just a brief second. Svanya is going to get a grip onto Rosette. There's going to be a net, reducing some of the accuracy for Svanya. Big cooldowns coming in for the Frost Death Knight though, as they're trying to get some damage into Rosette, trying to get the big obliterates rolling. And Rosette is going to bail out of it for a second. AMS coming down so he doesn't get hit with a trap. It actually just destroying Rosette in terms of health right now, little by little. Rosette's trying to run away from it. Safeguard Trinket getting procced out right now. Svanya is just continuing to pump damage. Rosette is going to go for a little bit of cooldowns. That is going to be a turtle shell. Manning bandages coming out, and Svanya is going to go for big death strikes off of the pet. Needs to be watching out their feet, because it can get hit with a freezing trap on your moment. That's going to be a net and a freezing trap probably to follow maybe? Oh no, there's a root trap onto Svanya. Rosette is going to get a stun onto Svanya, is going to break out of it with Lichborn, trying to get a little bit of some damage onto Rosette. Does take him out. Next up is going to be Sarok. Sarok is trying to go for some big deeps, and Svanya doesn't have death strikes with transfusion, but did have one death strike off of killing Rosette. That's going to be a big Fist of Fury coming down. Svanya is trying to find a way to deal with this. Does have a death pack if they ever so need it. Going to use the pest to get a little bit of healing off of it, and Sarok is going to pull him back. Sarek is trying to get in there, man. He's trying to go for some big damage, but this Death Knight is actually giving him run for the money for a little bit. And Svanya is just trying to find a way. He does wait for transfusion so you can get the big death strikes in. Big death strikes to get the most value for the heal. AMS coming down a little bit early. Deathpack coming in. He's taking so much damage from Sarok. Svanya's health is not looking that good. It's fully necrotic out. It looks like all he could really do is do some damage to this monk. Maybe he can get a stun. Trying to get a root onto the monk. Gonna wait out for those death strikes. Gonna hit with an incap. All Svanya can do right now, I think, is Lichborn. And hopefully survive some damage from Sarok. Stun coming in. Gonna go for death strikes while Lichborn is running. Gonna dampen a lot of the damage and get some healing. That's gonna be Fist of Fury. Pairing Svanya's damage though. It looks like Svanya is gonna go down by Sarok. That Fist of Fury is just nutty. But Svanya played it out. I don't see a lot of Frost DK, so he played really, really well. Plus, at very high dampening. If he didn't have nearly as high dampening, I think he could have made a better impact. He's going to Myth up next versus Sarok. Touch of Death coming down onto Myth right now. Fist of Fury to lock him out. That is going to be Shield of Vengeance though, and Sarok is going to bail out of that shield. He is going to eat the Razor right now, that extra holy damage for free. Karma coming down, and Myth could actually go for Bubble. Actually decides to go for Bubble, but more defensive Bubble. Could have just stayed offensive with Sarok Bubble and try to continue the damage. Decided to go for defensive. We'll see if that's going to have a payoff at all. Incap coming in on Myth, and Sarek is going to Dragon Kick to the other side of the pillar. Get a few Vivifies off. Ba, ba, ba. This is Fury as Myth approaches. There's going to be eye for an eye. Going to bail out of there. Bailing away from Myth for a moment. Both of these guys are going to go for a re-heal full. There's going to be Shield of... Oh, that's not Shield of Vengeance. That is Execution Sentence coming down by Myth onto Sarok. And Sarok is just going to take that Execution Sentence behind the pillar again. This man has a Gladiator Tabard, or 2400 Tabard, so this guy might be glad. Big wings coming down from Myth, no chicken available for Sarek for a moment. Stun coming on to Myth, and that's going to be a bop. Sarek is going to bail out of there, just juking himself all the way to the other side of the pillar. Going to score a 1 Vivify, and going to keep running from Myth. Needs to get away from this Pally. The Pally needs to mount up right now with those wings. Needs to commit some big damage into Sarok. Those stuns are just not going to be quite as effective, because it is an Orc Monk. Being an Orc Monk, this is going to be quite challenging for Myth to get some big damage in. Sarek is going to land an incap onto Myth for just a quick second. Waiting out for his cooldown. Sarek's health is looking amazing right now. The 38% dampening is actually putting big dampener onto Myth and Sarek on their health. Sarek has cooldowns though. Sarek has insane cooldowns right now, ready for Myth. Hodge coming down. I don't like that song. Into an Execution Sentence. Sorry for switching songs midway on you guys. I just wasn't digging it, dude. There's going to be eye for an eye. Sarek's health in a bad spot. Does have a karma available and going to do some damage to Myth. That reflect with the eye for an eye is actually going to reflect back into Myth. Could proc the Shield of Vengeance if you wanted to. Not going to be able to. Fist of Fury coming out. Not going to have a karma for that. That's going to be a touch of death available onto Myth. Stun coming down. Sarek wants to end him right now. Has the images if you wanted to go for it, but he's just going to go for it without burning any of the images. Hodge coming in. Trick coming out of Sarek. Myth is barely any health. Does get himself a quick flash of light. Sarek is trying to catch up to him. Wings coming down for Myth. Execution Sentence. Good turn around. No, Sarek dampened, harmed any damage. And seriously is the only one left right now on the Team Alliance. Sarek is going to land an incap on him. He's going to get a stun. Big leap maybe. Big leap, big charge. Sarek is going to go for Fist of Fury. Looks like seriously is lagging a lot. So for Sarek, this is going to be quite advantageous. But Fist of Fury was used just to cover himself. Needs to wait for karma again. So wait out seriously as best as possible. Warrior is going to get up into melee. Going to get disarmed. Fear coming down. Won't have a stun for a little bit. Does seriously have a charge? He's going to charge in, pop at some cooldowns, getting some damage to Sarek, but Fist of Fury is going to separate these two in damage, and Sarek is going to roll behind the pillar. Every time you see seriously going to Fist of Fury past him, and then roll to the other side of the pillar to get some LOS every time. But seriously can only do is mount up. Stun coming into Sarek, can seriously get some big procs going for him. Stun coming into seriously, chickens out of him immediately. Sarek doesn't have any defensive. Charge coming in, preventing him from being able to use the Dragon Kick. Sarek barely has any health. Incap coming out. Seriously could break out of it. Fist of Fury coming down. All he has right now is a Fist of Fury to separate these two in the execute range. Karma coming down. Seriously, can't hit into that Karma. Gonna leap way out of there. I think he might have sank 1 or 2 executes in, and seriously, health is not looking all that amazing. But Sarek is literally out of all defensives. No trinket available. Seriously can go for a massive heal. Seriously mounting up. He wants this monk, dude. He wants it. Get him, seriously. You got it, dude. Sarek is running behind a pillar. Watch this monk run. Getting images up and running. Getting stunned up. Seriously can go for a massive heal, and that's exactly what he's going for, dude. Big Dragon's Roar. Sarek is gonna Dragon Tiger's left behind it. Seriously is lagging really bad. What? Seriously is lagging really badly for these duels, that's for sure. Maybe he can get a charge. Maybe he can get a slow. Sarek barely has anything. Does have a touch of death. Is gonna get a touch of death on this warrior with a disarm to follow. Trying to end this warrior right now. Stun coming in. Safety bubble popping up, but that's gonna be Fist of Fury, and warrior does go down. Sarek played that one out to the end against the warrior. I feel like it seriously wasn't lagging. He might have actually had a chance, but that was a little rough. Dude, that was intense. Almost got my first 1v2. Yo, Matix, that's awesome, man. That was awesome, dude. 2200 Tabard isn't 7th season Legion. Glad. I have no idea, Dad. Wasn't Tabards for like 2400 before? Or are they for 2400 now? Or is it 2200? I don't know, dude. I know that now. I only know the BFA rewards, which is like 1800. You get your full elite version set of your gear for the season. And at and when you get, what was it? And when you get 2200, you get your enchant, which I think is going to be exactly the same enchant actually. Swanya, you did really good, Ernest. You did really good, my dude. All I got one is all I can ask for. Dude, you did really well. If you didn't start with such high dampening, it might have been a different story, honestly. Jabber is 2400 now. It was 2200 in Legion. Oh, okay. So they moved like down the rewards. Wait, it's 2100, 2400. Okay, cool. I get you. I get you. That's cool. Can I get the 1v1? The 1v1 versus who? Sav is actually hitting me up, dude. That was Warfy, Sarak. Alright, man. You bubble karma to keep him dying and being able to damage. Yeah. Shit, I would have bubble karma at that point. Why would you bubble? No, you bubble it so that you continue doing damage. Aren't you doing? Yeah, but. Taking a break from the stream. I was gonna just start pushing threes here soon. Alright, sounds good, Sony. Sounds good, my man. Bias and Quinner want to do a quick 1v1. We're ready to set up if you want. Alright, we'll have them do 1v1. We'll have them do 1v1. There we go. Yeah, boom, Blazer, if you guys are ready, we can have you guys do 1v1 if you want. Just one though, because I gotta get some food, man. I gotta get some food. The US, and it's gonna be 71. Okay, awesome. Ready to set up if you want. One more 1v1, man. One more 1v1 if anything. After they do that, me and Rex could have won for Contour. We're both in the group. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess we could. Alright, let me get a good song for these. One more, dude. Just one more. We're gonna have Boomer. Wait, no. Quinrat versus Blazer 1v1. Nick, Boom, 5. We're gonna have Boom's group with Quinrat versus Blazer as a warrior. Binus versus Quinrat 1v1 real quick. Just because they've been asking for a 1v1 for a while. Are you cosplaying Cool Tyrann? Of course. I'm an IRL Cool Tyrann. Arr. Alright, let me get a good song, man. That one's okay. That one's okay. It's a lot of like really chill songs. I could deal with that, like 8-bit kind of shit. Okay, we can do it, we can do it. Alright, gang, good luck and have fun. We're gonna have a good duel. Good 1v1. Switch, switch. Alrighty, it's gonna be mostly a duel between Quinrat, the Pala, because Binus is the man that challenged him. Warrior versus a Paladin. Now, we all know exactly how this is gonna go down, but this man still wanted to duel him, so... After that, we're gonna have the Rex versus Boomer, just for funsies. But Binus wanted to duel a Paladin, so here we go. Here we go. Kunad is approaching, trying to get the damage. Binus is ready. He wants to duel. He wants to start it. That's going to both of these guys engage him. Binus trying just to get himself some rage getting built up. Quinrat is just getting himself holy power going. Actually reflecting onto Quinrat the Hodge. And that's going to be a free stun for Binus onto Quinrat. Very well played. Very well timed. And Quinrat's actually dropping to about half-ish health. Big charge coming in with Quinrat. Oh my god, the Maledict trinket almost obliterated him. That's going to be a big old shield of vengeance. Could go for a big old execute play regardless. Executed the Paladin. Actually obliterated him. This man played the mind games. He got in his head. The Paladin. That's impossible to die with a bubble and bop. This needs one clever warrior with a Maledict trinket. That's all it took. Alright, Boomer. You versus Rex. Rex versus Boomer. Hodge coming down onto Rex. Boomer's getting himself set up. These guys dueled earlier, and Rex played Assassination, which gave him advantage. And Boomer wants to show him that you can play Assassination, roll your face on the keyboard, and get easy win. Rex HV Dod's going to be out in the open. Boomer's going to be able to get a nice setup on him. Actually, Boomer's going to go reset completely with his pet on his mount. I'm going to throw a knife at Rex so he can catch himself a reset. Rex doesn't have a Cloak of Shadows to get his dots off himself anymore. So Boomer's going to be able to get himself an opener. Rex is trying to go into stealth, trying to fraternize Boomer. Garrod coming out into full kidney. Rex does use a human racial evasion coming out right now. Blind coming into Rex. Boomer's just walking out of there, man. I was like, you think you're gonna, huh? You think you're tough, huh? You think you're tough, kid? Huh? No disrespect. Rex does sit with a Relentless, so it is going to be pretty nutty. This Boomer is going to have to go for a full opener with a stun, but it's going to be the art. That's full Vendetta onto Rex, though no evasion out of this. Big old DFA to slam down. Evasion and a cloak and a trinket coming down out of this as Rex is just melting to these dots. Got himself a short vantage for a second, get a stun onto Boomer. Can go for a Vendetta. Does go for a Vendetta. Boomer with a stun. Rex is trying to burn some damage into Boomer right now. Cloak of Shadows coming in for Boomer, though. Gonna take off all these poisons. Rex is still taking a lot of damage. Feint coming in. Smoke Bomb. Boomer does have dots on himself as well. Big heat might call proc. Who's gonna take this right now? Sap coming onto Boomer. Has dots on himself. Did Rex go for an open? Stun coming onto Rex, and I think Boomer is gonna end it right now. Yes, he does. Finest. That was a really good duel. Quinrat, that was a good duel as well. Nobody expected him, dude. Nobody expected it. Nobody expected the warrior. Nobody expected the warrior. I know that you guys are probably going to say, like, if they reduel again, of course Quinrat is going to bop and bubble early. But that's the thing. In this duel, they came in knowing that Quinrat is like, I don't need to bubble. I need to bop for quite a bit. I have Shield of Vengeance, have everything. This is where the Mallet Trinket came in. Mallet Trinket play. Quinrat got himself globaled. He used another ability instead of using bubble or bop, and not global. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's duels. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna get some food real quick and sab me and you. Alright, sounds good, man. I'm gonna get some arenas done right after this one. I'm gonna snag myself some food real quickly. Get some arenas done. I want to hit like 2k or so in twos. Me and Savage is gonna play double rogue. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think we could do a lot with it. We'll see how it goes, man. Don't be mad because you're bad. No. Next duel, these guys got it, man. Next duel, they got it. Alright. Thank you all so much for coming by. You guys are fucking beautiful. Thank you, Stony. Thank you, Quinrat. Thank you, Boomer. Thank you, Body Count. Thank you, everybody who came in. You guys are fucking beautiful. And I'll see all of you guys next stream or no, okay? Okay, thank you guys. You guys are fucking beautiful. Warrior versus Paladin duel. I don't think I'll actually use it as a separate video of the Warrior versus Paladin duel, but I might add that as part of the 5-4-1-1 duels thing. Maybe? Let's see. I'll see y'all next stream. You guys enjoy yourselves. Peace.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away.